Welcome my friends back to Marvel Snap. KG, great to see you in the chat, hanging out. Crystal with Ronan, C4 probably works, but again, Invisible Hela with the MODOK is the king. We'll see what we get up to today. I've got some pretty wild plans on what we could be playing. I wanted to be able to knock out some missions here, and then we're actually going to go over to the free-to-play account to be able to grab up Master Mold and throw that into a hand attack style deck. So we are already into it. Let's see, we have notified the Discord. We are ready to go. Beardy Grizzly, great to see you, mate. Great to see you. What is this? Why does it sometimes show no thumbnail? I hope that the thumbnail is up on YouTube. Double checking on YouTube because it makes me paranoid. Dark Nizzle, great to see you. Ringo, good to see you as well. Hey! KG, I came expecting Shadow King, so I need to see it. We'll see what we can do for you. We'll see what you can do for you. I got smashed by Shadow King, KG. Thank you for the membership. Thank you. Incredibly generous of you. Love to see you. Cool Water also hopping in. Welcome to Team Teddy with the membership just immediately. Starting us out hot here on the Friday. Chat is going wild. It's going wild. Jose, you're smashing with this deck. Nice, nice, nice. We're only going to do this one one more time, and then we're going to other plans. How excited are we for High Evolutionary? The time is near to be perfected, Grizzly. Oh, so excited. So excited that I am moving it. I normally was doing videos on the new cards rather than testing stream, but we're doing a testing stream. We're staying up late, burning the midnight oil. Going to be delivering the testing stream to you guys. Without Wax, great to see you. Scorpion, good to see you as well. And we got the whole dang crew. Ooh, bar with no name. I feel like this is where you wave. You like wave into... We can't Dr. Doom here, but we can... I mean, we could go into Leech or Leech and Sandman. Why the other streamers all playing Galactus? Weird like me to get you to come over here to Team Teddy. Not gonna see... Probably not gonna see any Galactus over here from us today. Dio, great to see you. Weird like me, it's good to have you around. Everyone remember to like the stream. Connor rallying the likes just immediately. That shoots us off. There's the stream for success. Wish I had Howard on the board. We could get a cheeky leader poll. I think I honestly do want to... Nah, let's throw Leech down. I feel like they have some on-reveal synergies here. And Sitch, good to see you. How's the duck been working out? Honestly, I like him. I like being able to see specifically in this deck because you have both Jubilee and you have the Iron Lad, and your combos really do play out differently depending on what is coming up to be able to pair together. So I like it. There's nobody to tell me if I should buy Duck. Oh, weird like me, don't buy him. Not unless you already have enough tokens to be able to pick up High Evolutionary and Spider-Man 2099 and Spider-Ham. I'm seeing those as the absolute top dogs. Already have a High Evo deck set up, just waiting for that last card to fill in. Mike, are you running all of the secret ability cards or unlocked ability cards? Or are you going a different route with it? Let's go Jubilee here. High Evo dropping 22nd or 23rd of May. It's going to be so... Beardy, where are you? For me, in American Central Standard Time, it drops at 10 p.m. on a Monday. You've got 20k, so maybe. Weird like me, if you've got 20k, then I would be looking at the duck. I really would. Great. It's a Nebula. Here we go. I think we just die. I can play Leader and get their big card, but their card is then locked down to a 2. It's interesting to think about. You've got Lad and Jeff. Yeah, do not do me and buy Howard after watching a TLSG video. Now do not get High Evo on release. Oof, oof. It ended up being pretty close. But actually the order meant that I got the nerfed versions of the cards. Unfortunate, unfortunate. I think we just die, become the stream. Yes. Welcome in, Booter. This is how it goes. Okay, now for the real stuff. Oh, what? One more mission? Grab me, grab me, grab me. New version, molded and folded, just dropped. Sign me out. It had better not throw my logins on the main screen. And why does it offset now? PC is all kinds of wonky, guys. Mobile game of the year. There we go. I'm glad they toned High Evo down from 7 to 4. People are already happy that they nerfed High Evo. What is this? You guys are crazy. Alright. The master plan has evolved. And it has evolved with Crystal. Where was my inspiration? It is right here. Okay. So we're going to be looking at this list. We cut the Hawk package. We cut Thera, Doom, Rock Slide. The Killmonger might have a reason to stick around. Scorpion, even Zabu. We're not going to run so many 4s. We lean it up, and then we play for... Okay, good. The overlay is updating. We want our Quinjet. Unfortunately, we don't get to play with all the pretty cards because this is the free-to-play account. But the free-to-play account is the one that owns Master Mold. Oh, pretty awesome having the... Finally fulfilling the fantasy of the free-to-play account being able to help out the card acquisition of the main. Grab you. Grab Sentinel. I've got the Mystique. We could be playing the Cosmo here. Yeah, we got a fun variant for Cosmo. And then where's Coulson? Coulson. I want to play Max. All the draw possibilities. And then the much maligned, where is she? Crystal. Alongside, of course, Devil Dinosaur for our real cards. The real heavy lifters. I don't know, this almost feels like one of those lists where it's like, hey, if we win, do not ascribe credit. You know, the title. If Crystal wins, don't give her the credit. But this is where we can start here. Virgo, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great time. PC is now weird on login. Yes, exactly. It's so busted. Simon Claire, good to see you as well. Teddy, when you delete 9 of the 12 cards, I think it's just a new list, not a new version. Booter, but it has Ronin, and it still has Master Mold. It's like part of the same. Is still there, but we're going ship of Theseus on this question. But guys, we have the Ronin variant. We gotta play him. TLSG was also going to sell Snowguard to me, but good thing I never got her in the shop. Ooh, Crystal with Invis Hella. Crystal with Invis Hella. So you get the draw later, and then you get another card cut. I've seen Crystal in the discard lists. I like it. It's a good call out. We go Sentinel first, because then he comes back to hand as a 1. And then it's Sentinel plus Master Mold, I think.
Wind aid my
For early bounce decks, you can run Medusa. I remember we were talking about it last time. Oh, Scorpion Medusa, but wouldn't you just run Star-Lord? Star-Lord with a little bit more flexibility. I feel like you just go Star-Lord, mate. I don't know. They've got the Storm down to be able to put the pinch on us. It's turn 4. Interesting. So it's Master Mold and Sentinel, but here's the thing, is I don't think I win flooding with this anyway, but I guess it leaves the raft open. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm adding Crystal to the Hella deck. Thanks for the suggestion, guys. Crystal has done well to get the MODOK Hella combo. It really juices it up, right? Yeah, so here's our variant. I'm waiting to get the... I mean, I might get the gold background on this puppy. He's incredible. There we go. They got the Drax on us. Max hand size, though. So that's Ronin for sure. Do I need to go on left? The problem is they probably run like Spider-Man here. What's the counter to bounce in this deck? It's called Master Mold. They have no space to be able to return cards to hand if their hand size is full. So this deck is actually a hard counter to bounce. Only cards I want right now besides High Evo is Jeff and Iron Lad. But with the new season coming, those spider cards are looking good. They are looking very fun. Spider-Man 2099, oh baby. How could anyone even sell Snowguard? They must be a master salesman if they actually manage to convince someone. Well, highly recommend that you watch TLSG. He is a master salesman. He's got pretty nice list. Eduardo, good to see you. How's it going, Teddy? Recently got Black Bolt and Stature from the caches. Still don't have Miles, though. Honestly, I think that the Black Bolt Stature side of the list is better than the Miles side. And you can just run another point scoring package in there to do just as well. Keep falling and falling and falling this patch, but at least I'm having fun with the Shadow King, which isn't something I thought I would ever say. Simon Cleric, I know, but man, up against Bounce, ooh, Shadow King just demoralizes them. You scaled your Angela the entire game. You got a big fat Bishop, 1 power. You got a Kitty Pride that's 10 power. Shadow King. It's great. It feels so good. Teddy, if that's the real name, which I learned it is not. Rich, it's good to see you. It is not. But we used it here on stream. Good afternoon, all. I always miss the start of the stream. If only there was some way that I could be reminded. Karek, I know. YouTube needs to get their crap together. Always frustrating when subscribers and people who want to watch the stream are not notified. I mean, you know, leave it alone that people don't really discover the stream on YouTube, but just like people who are already going to be interested, couldn't YouTube at least do me the solid of getting the word out for them? This time it's looking like a Devil Dinosaur line, so maybe I just play the Cosmo. That it could be Devil Dinosaur. The problem is then we never get into Morag. Maybe that's fine, as long as we win the other two. Bounce got me to Infinite, and got me the Wednesday night snap win. Let's go, KG. Spider-Man 2099 in the new season pass. No Grizzly, it's going to be Spider-Gwen, aka Ghost Spider, in the pass. Alright, is this our Dino time? Can we keep up with the Shuri? They played Sentinels and then Shuri. I have no idea what this is going to be. Would it shock you if I said Simon isn't my real name either? No, I wouldn't. Alright, they did throw down the Vision. Yeah, that they can shuffle him off to the side. We honestly don't have that big of a hand size here. Probably would have preferred playing the Ronin if he was in hand. But, I mean, we could put the pressure on them a little bit here by playing down the Mags and then the Sentinel. We get into Morag, we get the go-ahead. We'll see where they want to move the Vision. They can't just play Taskmaster. I mean, I guess they can move Vision and then play Taskmaster here. Ah, it's probably Retreat Day. The plot thickens, everyone is an imposter. Would it shock you if bruh was not my real name? Jokaro just picked up Sauron. Tempo deck still viable? Oh yeah. The Tempo deck is still doing fine. It's actually quite happy that most of the bounce lists don't want to run Shang-Chi. So I think the Tempo deck is in a good spot, actually. In a good spot. Gonna be spending tokens like a madman next season. They do look like very fun cards. Great Bookworm. Any new book recommendations for the chat? Always fun to ask. Right now, the wife and I are working through Words of Radiance, Book 2 of the Stormlight Archives, and it is just mind-blowing. I know we have some other Sanderson fans in the chat. The book has grown on me significantly. It is incredible. Daisy, good evening, Teddy. Good. It's great to see you, mate. It's great to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I think Ted's real name is Chester. That's now what I will call him in my head from now on. Chester? What are we doing here, Rich? Kizzy, good to see you, good to see you. Is there somebody that you know named Chester that I look like? Is there a... Chester is such an uncommon name. Is it British? Are you British? I got a beast. I will play maybe Max over here. With how locations treat me lately, I feel like it could be sold on Snowguard, to be honest. Almost half of my games yesterday had locations that counter my deck. It does feel like they keep on just piling on horrifically bad location combos, right? Absolutely one of the best books I have ever read. It's so good. Just got Sauron. What is the tempo deck? Ooh, I guess we're going to have to remake this video. I've had a lot of people asking about the Sauron. Sounds like that is going to be my afternoon project, so I will get an updated version for you guys. Stay tuned to the channel. But until then, and to hold you over, I will link my Sauron list, which is still quite good. Of course, if you can fit in the Nebula, then I highly recommend it. Sauron tempo deck. Work in Nebula if you can. There we go. Ooh. It's like Devil Mass. Flood the board with the Devil Dinosaurs. Here we go. Pixel MODOK is an abomination. Any kind of MODOK is an abomination. Rusiro, I don't know if who's done a good MODOK. Honestly, the base art might be the best one. For the locations they said would appear less, I see so much more. Really, Rich? I feel like they are a little less. I don't know. Max in hand. 7 cards for my opponent, all in hand. So I can go Mystique, Sentinel for the sake of not a lot, I guess. I could go Ronin, Sentinel for more power. That's definitely better. I just feel like they probably beat my Devil Dinosaur. I guess I don't know. Maybe if they want to finish with Dr. Doom, I win here. The Kim Jacinto MODOK. Alright, maybe I stand corrected. Had a game yesterday that was Morag, Sandbar, and the Space Throne Blake. Oh, no. Yeah, there's some stinkers out there, to be sure. Ooh, they did go for the Doom. They wanted to be able to... They were already winning Flooded. Oh, no, by 1. Hold on. No, we got it. Yes. Yes. Ronin stays strong, my friends. Ronin is strong. I am so happy that they updated this so that the real power is displayed on the close-up view. That was incredible. The day that I dropped, I had a game with all 3. Kim Jacinto is the best variance by far. Kim Jacinto, people are sleeping on him. He is just printing out fire variants. Mirage does look a lot better than before. I am happy. Simon Cleric, Mirage, let's see. So wait. Yes, Mirage used to be I could turn into Mr. Fantastic. That was like a lowly. That was never going to get played. Current Mirage actually does look very fun. Season Pass MODOK looked better. Hold on. Looked like a bad filter. Yeah, I like the base art. His smile. That dang smile. Oh, you were thinking of Nimrod, Urko? What's up, Teddy? Just hit Infinite with Kitty Monkey Bounce. Super stoked. Michael, fantastic to hear. I love that deck. I mean, obviously, I made the video on it. My Bounce Aficionados. I might have to play it in the tournament. I am loving it so much. Let's see if we can get our card drop. But if the opponent gets the card drop, I'll just smack him with the Ronin. I know, I'm loving the Ronin here. Okay, what are we looking at? Oh, this MODOK? I don't know, Urko. It's not my tempo. The teeth are freaky. The teeth are just freaky. Last season I was playing a Sauron deck without Moon Girl. It was great, but you turned me on to the Moon Girl tweak, which is just incredible. Jordan, fantastic to hear. It sounds like that deck just continues to get more and more accolades. I should really be making the remake of it here. Mirage will be the best 2-drop in the game when she comes out. I mean, that's kind of what it seems like. What tournament? I have been invited to the Snap-Offs Part 2, hosted by Canna's Cat Cafe, with a prize pool generously being supported by some of the channel mainstays that you guys might know, like TMS. Got his fingers over there as well. It's a content creator tournament. It is competing at the end of the month. I'll be getting more information out soon on the Discord about when our match times are going to be. My deck lock-in, I need to double check, but I think that we get a couple hours of High Evolutionary to be able to see if we're going to run a High Evo deck. I have to create 2 decks, all unique cards, to be able to enter, and then before every round, I can pick which one I want to play. So I can kind of read, and it's open deck list, so I can see what the opponent is bringing, and I have to try and concoct a deck build that I think is going to be able to counter what they've got. They go Wave, hey? I feel like Devil Dinosaur is the way to go, and then this created Super Scroll might help us if the opponent goes with more ongoing. I mean, heck, even grabbing Soulstone, that puts you up at well, it depends on how many they have, but up to 4-6. I really want more ongoing before I would commit to Super Scroll, but let's play it. Hybrid Badger, you the man. You the man. Good to see you here on the Friday. Snap Battle Arena tourney is tomorrow. Thought? I am not in on that one. If anything, if I'm going to be playing any tournament tomorrow, it is going to be a pickleball tournament in real life. Anybody in chat play pickleball? Fastest growing sport in the US of A. Hold on. You were created by Adrian Coulson? I thought that was my Devil Dinosaur, chat. I just get to play this one, and then I get to play a Sentry? You're kidding me. Devil Dino stays winning. Any banned cards? Nope, Rusiru. So last time the snap-offs was Series 3 only. This time it is completely open. You can bring anything you want. Oh, the Shang-Chi's. But hang on. Oh, it cycles? No. Wasp, yes. Saved. It is getting huge and I don't get it. What's not to get, Rich? It's like the ease of picking up. I feel like it's, well, I don't know. How easy do you think it is to pick up? I suppose that my perspective is I played tennis for years, all through middle school and high school. So for me, picking up pickleball is incredibly easy, but it is way less strenuous. And it's, I don't know, this is really fun. You play, it's basically short court. I imagine it as like kind of my tennis warm-up. Short court, back and forth, pretty snappy, pretty quick to get through your games. I also was always the kid playing, well, my family was always the one playing badminton in the backyard, so I guess we got it from our grandfather. Our grandfather was huge into all paddle sports. Cards with no abilities can be played here. I have none of those. I have no hope. I have to be able to win. I guess I'll just attack you with the Sentinels here. Yeah, Giant Ping Pong. Your free-to-play account is as high CL as my main account, Mystical Being. Are you a free-to-play player? If so, then it makes sense. My free-to-play account was created day one, and I have been following it religiously. Or maintaining it religiously. Alright, so now we go Baron Mordo. Pickleball is way fun. Okay, next hit. Played tennis through high school. Huge place in my heart for the tennis. Nice. Tennis is probably the only sport I liked playing in life. Well, that and swimming. Yeah, tennis is awesome. I'm not that big of a swimmer. Just me though. I would, yeah, let's keep the draw going. What did they discard? Hold on. Discard a card from your hand. What did they discard, chat? My overlay is broken. I'm gonna have to restart the app, I think. Well, or just play without and actually pay attention. Sandbar is a stupid line. Yes, the sandbar is a stupid line, for sure. The Swarm. I think that's what they destroyed. So we killed Colleen, thank you. I've got chat. Chat is my overlay now. Ooh. I think we hit. I mean, between Ronan, Mystique, and then the Max on the... Mystique Max on the final turn is a huge burst. Maybe not the best deck to verse. We'll see, Laxar. If I prevented them from being able to draw their best cards, then we hurt them. Did we just play Death? Because I've been... It's a full Hela deck? No. Say it isn't so. If they are able to drop the Hela here, they still have 2 cards in deck, then they can flood into all the other locations. But I'll win this one. Gosh dang it, I will win this one. That's where I can spend my life in the water baths, rivers, seas. Just give me the water. Simon Cleric's the river rat. I definitely had some friends like that. So I worked at a summer adventure camp in college, and we had like a waterfront in the river. All of the counselors were trained in lifeguarding, and then you would kind of trade off who was lifeguarding and then who was actually, you know, swimming with the campers and facilitating games and whatnot. I would always lifeguard because I was like, I don't really want to swim. I'll just lifeguard. So I was permanent lifeguard all summer. Then I loved it. Kind of fun to get to run because, I mean, lifeguarding has more variety than just standing there watching them. You could be up on, like, you know, the slides and like telling people to go down and other stuff. So you're still involved. You still get to chat with people, but it meant that I didn't have to swim. I was fine with that. I had to swim the 500. What did they make you do? 1,000? They made us swim like... We had to swim basically the length of the river to get our outdoors open water lifeguarding certification, and that was enough for me. Watch out for the Modok. Oh, we got it. They would have had to play Modok way earlier. Are we getting any helicarrier today? I don't know if I'm thinking that spicy, KG, but maybe. You wanted to see Shadow King. Was a risky play if they had the Modok? Oh, because it would kill my Ronin. Right. Unpopular opinion. It's better that they keep Hawk and Null in Series 4. At least people can buy them. If they drop to Series 3 for new players, it would be impossible to get with the new system. Rusiro, I agree with the caveat that it's better that they keep them there if they told us that's what they were dang well doing. The developers over here are like, oh, we're just going to hold all the propriety. We can drop things at a moment's notice, or we can hold them back at a moment's notice if they just told us that, hey, these guys are going to be Series 4 for the next year, and then we will reevaluate and we'll let you know with 2 months lead time onto them dropping. Then I would be like, okay, we have a new classification of cards. We've seen that Zabu, Hawk, and Null are in this kind of mid-tier. They're not a big bad, but they're not going to be in Pool 3. They want to grow Series 4. I would have been okay with that. But instead, they're just like, we're randomly keeping these back, and we will do so at the whims of a good meta? What does that even mean? It just means that they get to decide, like, oh no, people were hoarding their tokens for this. I don't want you hoarding your tokens. Punish. Don't hoard your tokens. Spend them immediately, because you never know when we'll take your ability to buy away from you. I don't know. It's like the messaging feels bad, but I'm okay with the outcome. You've got max cards in hand. I mean, I can keep on going onto the Ronin. Why not, right? I have to win Baxter Building, so then I flip Sandbar. That's my one way. There's going to be Ronin here. They confirm that no cards are to stay in Series 4 permanently, yet at least. So they will drop, but how? We just have no idea when. Exactly, that's the problem for me. I want to be able to know when if they're going to hold them back. Let them be in Series 4 instead of nerfing them when they drop into Series 3 like the Shuri. Actually, they already nerfed most of those cards. Well, Null has not been nerfed, but Zabu and the Hawk have already been nerfed. So it's like, yeah, what are they going to do? Are they going to nerf those again? Or I'm not sure what they're doing. I think they're realizing that they need more resources to balance Snap than they thought. And so they're trying to put the brakes on how quickly the meta will evolve around what they're trying to do here. Sarah, unfortunately, Sarah probably runs Enchantress, right? And then whatever I do gets smacked. I can just double down on them not having Enchantress, I guess. By playing like this and this. There we go. Stupid worked. Gotta catch the VOD. Happy Friday, Mr. Fruit Punch. Hope you have a good one. My man, always the loyal comment warrior, Mr. Fruit Punch. Looking forward to hanging out on the weekend. When Null dropped to 4, I was surprised, thinking he deserved to be a big bad. Him staying in 4 seems fitting, honest, but the communication sucks. Yeah, the communication is just all over. Cosmo, you're right. I should have played the Cosmo. Then I could have protected the Ronin. But I think he's going to empty his hand. I'd probably play the I play Maximus on center. Oh, they're gonna make me regret not playing the Cosmo, aren't they? I even had it. I had it in hand. When is High Evolutionary coming out? Tuesday? Mystical Being? Yes. So it's Monday night for me on American Central Standard Time. It's Monday night at 10 p.m. on American Central Standard Time. Here comes the... Just waiting. Yep. We had it. Alright. Tighten it up, Teddy. Tighten it up. We're better than this. I know we are. The fact that it's still close is crazy. I heard High Evo got nerfed already to a 4-4. Yes. And Living Tribunal got buffed already into a 6-6. Living Tribunal stats are going up. High Evo stats are going down. Oh, it's throwing up the GGs. Oh, sure. Listen, I've just been a little salty because I made the misplay, but when they're nerfed and not too good anymore, those cards will drop. I don't know if they're going to nerf them anymore, man. I think they're going to stay the same. My guess on Teddy's name is Aaron, also known as Aaron. I look like an Aaron to you, Urko? Is that because that's what you think like a lot of American names are? Or do I look like an Aaron that you know? Alright. They've got the kitty bouncing strat with the master mold. With the 6 cards in hand. She's gonna stop bouncing, and if she stops bouncing, she stops growing. So I'll hit him with the max. Hit him with the max. Do I think Master Mold is worth the 3k tokens? Kamikaze, yes. Master Mold is amazing. I love it. And especially if Bounce is going to be more popular. Just like this. Kitty Pryde is trapped on the board. Not coming back into hand. Feels good. Let's go ahead and play the Crystal. I mean, we're fishing for win conditions. Somehow I've got a hand of no win conditions, so this is our Crystal chance. The opponent plays. They're doing the Shuri, Kitty Pryde. My guess on American names, plus my guess is that your name is biblical. You know what, Urko? You're very sharp. You are very close. My name is both biblical and a popular American name. Guys, but it's not Aaron. Is there a limit to the amount of credits you hold? Yes, 10,000. What are they going to play on the kitty? Also, if I play Cosmo, does it block the Shuri? Chat? Chat? If I play Cosmo, does it block it? Because she's already revealed. But now Cosmo is coming to interpose. No on the Cosmo? Sure, you already revealed? Okay. In that case, do I just go like Ronin? To be able to try and keep up? Oh, right. It even revealed on the other lane. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. There's a big fat Ronin. I mean, if it's just like Mystique, Baron Mordo. Oh, Agent 13 can't play there. So then it's like Baron Mordo, Agent 13. How do we always fall into this Ronin the Accuser line? Like, this is actually... The whole deck is actually revolving around Mr. Ronin. Never thought today would be the day a chat would figure out his real name. Oh, Septu with the resubscription on the membership. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. What do I think about Crystal's new skill? We're trying to feel it out. I feel like there is hope for the Ronin list here in the hand attack style of archetype. I want to play this deck a little bit more to feel it out. I'm still iffy. I am still not sold. But so far, the Ronin stats have been impeccable. Honestly, I would have won the last 2 games if I had just trusted in Cosmo. I brought Cosmo in the deck for just this purpose, and then I find myself not playing him. But thank you for the membership. Jim Teddy grows stronger. What else changed besides High Evo? Urko, we had, I don't know if you've already caught it, but the Living Tribunal got buffed. Living Tribunal is currently a little bit higher statted. What is he now? Living Tribunal. 6/6. Living Tribunal is a 6/6. And it was confirmed by... Who's the dev that always is on the card balance team? He confirmed that that's how the 6/6 stat line is going to be the release state of the card. Alright, let's start the hand attack. I've learned my lesson, chat. Fool me once. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Something like that. We shall learn and adapt. They blanked the Star-Lord. I'm wondering if I want the Quinjet to be able to go into Coulson here. Yeah, Glenn, thank you. Connor, welcome to Team Teddy. Thank you for the membership, man. Guys, you guys are going. That's the support for the channel is amazing. Very much appreciated. Goes a long way for us here at the channel to keep us up and running. Thank you, thank you. All right, we'll go Coulson first. Try and leverage the Quinjet. I mean, I set it up. Theodore Ninja, great to see you again. Josh, good to see you as well. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Ooh, little white tie. No. Okay, so is the game plan that we set it up in a way to force the white tiger or the spirit tiger to hop to Luke's bar? Or do I just play it? Hold on. There's a lot of options. I could play it now to be able to get it to hop mid and get the buff from Washington, and then I could play it again with like Agent 13 to be able to try and push it into Luke's bar. There's some merit there. I don't have Ronan. I don't have Devil Dinosaur. So I feel like I play through the White Tiger. And I'm just very sad that they turned off my Quinjet exactly when they did. Sarah. Okay. Teddy looks like a Joseph? I look like a Joseph? I really wanted something to stick to the Luke's bar. I guess Moon Girl does. Right? Like I could play Moon Girl, it's just guaranteed to stick, and then I drop Sentinel. Somehow I feel like Sarah is just gonna beat us, regardless of where it falls. So not having either Ronan or Devil Dino really slowed us down there. Updated High Evo and Living Tribunal stats. Urko, thank you so much. Urko, pillar of the community. If we get the name right, will I tell us? Yeah. I'm not necessarily keeping it a secret. I'm not trying to divulge the personal information, but I'm pretty sure that it made it out in one of my other videos like a while ago. They nerfed High Evo already, Josh? Yes, they did. High Evo is going to be starting at a 4-4. I feel like at a 4-4, he just doesn't get played. You know, the idea is his stat line. I think his stat line was making people think that they could just run him alongside basically like just a couple cards, anything alongside him, and then put him in shells of other powerful decks. And his stat line as a 4-7 was going to be too oppressive. But now they've toned that back, so I think you need to rely on more synergies to be able to get things to work. It is not James. Generally don't see myself picking Tribunal over any spider card. Really, Simon Cleric? You actually like Silk that much? Kamikaze with the subscription on the Twitch side. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Very much appreciated. So we're on like full hand attack duty. Mordo and 13 here. Gets us prepped for Ronan Mystique, and we protect the Ronan with the Cosmo. 4-6 for a vanilla card is very good. Any effect is a bonus. Yes, Paco Ono. So now it's down to the 4-4, right? It's going to be a little bit hard to work it in. Nerf some stat for High Evolutionary. It doesn't really matter. You will play the secret ability card anyway. Yeah, exactly, man. It's like toning down Mr. Negative, who had been a 4-4 into the 4-1, right? You were just playing him for the other cards, and he's the activator. Holding him in hand is not going to cripple the deck, as Thanos showed as well when he was in his old state, right? High Evo still worth the 6K. You know it, Wallace. But we will be testing High Evo live on Monday as soon as he releases. If you want to be able to get a first impressions before you drop your chunk of tokens, come over to the stream and see if he tickles your fancy. All right, here we go. They've got 7 cards in hand. They didn't draw. They didn't play. They didn't draw. This is amazing. So I have initiative. I play Mystique. I play Cosmo. Feels great. I'm technically ahead, so they need to play here. If they want to counter the Ronan, they're going to have to play Control. That could be their play. But then I'm going ahead over here. We got it. We got it. What day is High Evo out? Just here on Monday/Tuesday, depending on where you are on the date line. Him being in the deck alone activates the others, unless I'm misunderstanding. Yes, Dracaro. He just has to be in the deck. You never have to play him. So he's much better than Mr. Negative in that you're not fishing for him to be able to activate the cards. You just get the powers. We learned. He's learning. We're unstoppable now. There's no way they can take us out if we actually use Cosmo. I remember Drew saying 7 stats was underwhelming. Drew said 7 stats was underwhelming, Ivy? I gotta talk to my boy Drew. They need to get back on it with him. I had really fun time collaborating with Drew Berry. I should get back on that. I feel like, I don't know, I've been in like a doom spiral of just making content alone, and getting some other people involved could be pretty exciting. I guess I have appeared on the Can't Stop Snapping podcast a couple times. Anytime that I get the guest host on that show, it's quite fun. I see the Tribunal is a 1-deck pony, and it's kind of the deck that I'm not too interested in. 1-deck pony. What is your 1 deck, Simon, out of the Tribunal? I don't even see one. No, my Ronin. Anyway, I don't think Ronin was going to do all that much for us. With Sokovia limiting their hand size down. I had everything. I had Mordo Master Mold. Maybe it was going to do a lot for us. Networking? WTF, exactly. That's why Iron Lad is so good. Part of why, obviously, exactly. Hi, Evo. Just one-dimensional, though. Yes. Well, what do you mean one-dimensional, Mystical Being? Though, I will give credit, Mystical Being, is that, High Evo took a hit, indirectly nerfed already, through the wave nerf. People were already anticipating the A-Bomb being another synergy, just like Death and She-Hulk, to work with wave. But now you're not going to really be able to do that. ChatGPT's list, Adam, Benjamin, Caleb. The name list. I got you. Guys, I created, it was the funniest thing. So Canva is the site that I use to like set up my slides, quote unquote slides, when I run the buyer's guide, and when I create all my thumbnails, I do it through Canva. Canva has an option now that it will create a presentation for you through AI. And I did one. I was starting like a tier list, and I was like, okay, here, I'd never used the feature. They were like, hey, use this new feature. I was like, sure. I tried the feature, and their AI generated tier list of cards for Marvel Snap was hilarious. It was one of the funniest things I have read, because they're pulling like real cards. They have enough internet data to make it half believable. It's like Ant-Man, too small. and it goes on and on. They had the S tier cards. They weren't even cards in Snap. They were like, the Infinity Gauntlet is the most powerful card in Snap because it combines all these powers. It was great. It was pure gold.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I'm gonna have to, if I can polish it up to actually make a video on the AI generated tier list, I'm gonna do it. And it had the dorkiest high school presentation slideshow behind it as well. Work of art. There goes Spider-Man. Listen, bub, my Devil Dino is still going to be able to scale. Are you just gonna Odin on top of Dr. Doom, though? If you Odin on top of Dr. Doom, then I play like Coulson. Well, I could just like Mystique Coulson. That's pretty good. The problem is I have the Mystique over here, and then it's going to be 6 cards in hand to 12, 18. That does beat the Odin. Okay, I'm in. Evo was indirectly nerfed from the Luke Cage buff. Kind of. The Luke Cage buff is definitely going to hold him back, but I still like, Luke Cage is not natively in the meta. He would only, so the initiative. I didn't get the dino. I don't know why I thought I was flipping first. That Mystique was very risky. Ah, well. Do I already have deck ideas for High Evolutionary? I've already got a couple Bearded Grizzly. I've got basically three core ideas on what I would run. I want to run one with everything all together, and then I want to run one with She-Hulk, and then I want to run another one with like Scorpion Soulstone, basically. My boys have biblical names as well, not super common, not weird like Methuselah, but a happy medium. Yeah, Great Bookworm, man. Excuse me. Names are very tricky to be able to get good ones. I feel the wife and I are already talking about like potential baby names. It's been a conversation for a while, and trying to find the right one feels like a lot of pressure. And we are all over the place on what we might name them, but we also kind of want to have a theme in the names. So that means that we're going to really have to narrow down our being all over the place. So much to consider. Let's throw down Max. Max punch through the negative zone. Empower our Ronan. Hey mate, just got Hood and Null today for my Destroyer deck. Molanisa, fantastic to hear. The Hood is my favorite card all time. I hope that he brings you many cubes. I have always greatly enjoyed his capabilities. What do you mean weird? My name is Methuselah. My nickname is Meth. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't share the names with anyone. Paco Ono, I know my brother-in-laws have this problem of they had already, like, as kids, talked about names that they liked, and unfortunately there was some significant overlap. And now, with both having young families, there is a little bit of head-to-head on who gets to the baby names first. Vote for Baby Teddy? Is there going to be a Teddy Jr.? Is that the solution? We just say that I'm going to name the offspring Teddy? If my wife is watching, she is probably dying right now. Still working on my climb, Teddy. What would you be playing to climb through the 90s currently? Anthrax. I would be playing good cards at Dino, and I would be playing Stature. Those are the two. They are absolutely incredible. Good cards at Dino, amazing because of the constructed capability. Honestly, Quinjet Coulson is like the heart of the good cards Dino list, though obviously Dino is doing great work in there as well. And then Stature is just so dang consistent, and it dodges all forms of control. It's really nice. Also, with how prevalent Wave is, playing the Black Bolt on the turn where they wave and you just knock a random card out of their hand can catch you game wins a surprising amount of the time. If I have a daughter in the future, I want to name her Ayla, meaning with moon in Turkish. That's a beautiful name, Molanisa. Beautiful name. Parents gave me a biblical name too. I'll give you a hint, Teddy. The Last Good King. Wait, the Last Good King. Oh, well, now we get into what were all the good kings. And then you decided to go Redneck Viking out of that. Love it. All right. I feel like Bounce probably doesn't run Devil D. How did I get 2 crystals? Hold on. Coulson, listen, I already brought crystal in the deck. You didn't have to give me another one. Though that being said, I can play Mystique and then still get the card drawn is a little bit better than the... All right, you know what? You know what, Coulson? Fine, you did a good deed here by getting me the card draw. Yeah, here we go. Been playing Stature, been hitting a lot of Kitty Bounce and struggling with it. I feel like the Stature or the Black Bolt should be able to knock out good cards from their hand, though. I don't know. Up specifically against Bounce, then, like, right now, anything with Sandman is going to do pretty well. So Ramper does great work. Josh, please no. Josiah. Josiah's a great name. Coulson has some magic trait where even though his ability is random, he's oddly consistent in giving you the right cards. Well, he's rolling, right? He's rolling the dice, 2 cards from a price point that are pretty consistent at being solid cards. And then, especially if you already have the Quinjet, I mean, any time that a card goes down 1 in price with nothing else being changed, you say that you look at that card in a whole new light, right? So, Viserys Targaryen, the last good king. No, I know people might mistake the Game of Thrones as history. They're not biblical. Should I get Jeff and play Stature to Infinite or wait for the high Evo and hope it gets me to Infinite? Currently at rank 86. Too many mana? It depends on what you want. I mean, here's the thing. So, like, on the free-to-play account, I got the Infinite just by playing Discard. I think that I would wait to be able to see what high Evo was looking like before you spend a chunk of tokens. You just have to wait through till Monday evening to be able to see how the early reports go for that card, and that can inform you as to how you're going to carry things out in the future. Yondu, the classic Herald of Galactus. Mana cost reduction is the most powerful effect in any card game. Exactly, Paco Ono. Especially when it's on a scale of 1 to 6. The Rhino? Hold on. Because of the Camp Lehigh? Okay. They don't have any energy cheats on the board. I got a MODOK. I love the Spider-Man here. I flip first. Listen, if he's Galactus, he plays an energy cheat right here, right now. And then we catch him. Nope, he plays the Hala. Alright. One's a book, the other's a book. Is there a big difference? Yes, there is a big difference. We'll throw in the Spider-Man. If they're gonna Galactus, I will make them pay. Even with some pool 3 cards, I kind of struggle at rank 40 to 50. No problem for me, but low-key kind of makes me think that I'm bad. Well, Anissa, not at all. When I was in the early pool 3, that was the one time that my free-to-play account did not make infinite. So you are not alone. That is the worst. The hardest season to be able to climb is going to be the one when you first reach pool 3. And then after that, when you're able to get together more pieces of competitive decks, you're going to do way better, way better. Six cards in hand. I think that I can keep their hand pretty full. I feel like Ronan is a relatively safe push, you know? Give me the Ronan. Give me the Quinjet. They played the Magic. I don't know what their list is. Are they actually... They're not Cerebro 3s. Why would Cerebro 3s run Yondu? And this was random. I'm just looking at Wave Magic. Who runs Magic? Ronan behind the Cosmo. They've got the Destroyer blanked at the Cosmo. Oh boy. Oh gosh. 2 cards in deck. I can play like Crystal Mordo. Yeah, Ronan behind the Cosmo would have felt nice because I could have kind of answered their Destroyer there. But here we are. If they have Taskmaster, they get us. I just feel like they were a Galactus deck. And I don't think the Galactus deck runs Taskmaster. So then they just have like Doc Ock. Unfortunately, the Doc Ock's looking very good at 20. And then it's a question of what they do with the extra 2 power. Mold is more cards. Mold is more cards, but... Hang on. Ah! Ooh, cheeky, cheeky. Gonna throw the 10 on middle there. Victory. Interesting. I don't think that's the line that I would have made, but I respect it. New Shuri Galactus does run Task. Oh no, Cianville, don't tell me that. Looks like null, but they didn't destroy any cards. Do you think High Evil will be dead weight now? As in you'll never actually play the card itself to the board? Simon Cleric, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna run Zabu? So let's think about it, Simon. Will we run, as a 4-4, he's never seeing play. Like he's just gonna be held in hand. If he's a 3-4 because of Zabu, there's some situations where he would see play. But do you run Zabu in High Evolutionary? You have the Thing. So you get a discount on the Thing, you get a discount on High Evolutionary, and then do you want to run like Enchantress or Shang-Chi that badly? I don't feel like there's many other 4 costs that necessarily synergize with what he is doing. In terms of passing energy, you don't have synergies amongst other 4 costs. And in terms of debuffing enemy cards, you also don't have synergies. You have to go up to like Spider-Woman as a 5, or you go down to Scorpion as a 2, or Hazmat as a 2. So I think it's going to be hard to squeeze in. I'll play Quinjet. Quinjet into Coulson here. Best deck to use to get out of the 70s, Anthony? It depends on what pool you are in, mate. On the free-to-play account, I climbed out with a discard, which I was having a great time with. It just kind of smashed its way through. a little bit surprising to me on how effective that list was. Also very good right now is Stature and then Sarah, Hawks and Rocks. But good cards Dino. Basically, this list without the Crystal Master Mold Ronin, you drop those pieces and you lean more into Devil Dino and the Quinjet creating cards. You bring in like Nick Fury or the White Queen. And that list does amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. They also had Coulson. They got Coulson because of Bugle. Okay, gotcha. But I play one devil. I play another devil. I'm snapping on this, guys. I generally think you need Shang or Enchantress in every single deck, or equivalent. Maybe a Spidey if the Galactus is still popular. All right, Simon. So if you're going to run 3/4 costs in the deck, then you could run Zabu as well. And then you could see High Evo hitting the board. Cosmo and High Evo. I don't know, a lot of the High Evo cards are on reveal. I don't know if you want Cosmo. Why the Polaris? It was not created by Agent Coulson. You're going to drop Spider-Man. You're like the mid-range classic list. You are Black Bolt Stature. Makes sense. Then the Black Bolt's going to knock something out of my hand. A little unfortunate. I want to look for card generation coming into the final turn. Sentinel is nice, replicating back to hand. Do I want to use the Rescue? I could use Rescue, and then I could throw down the Sentinel, and then the final turn is going to be Devil Dino and another Sentinel, because the Sentinel is coming back as a 1-cost with the Quinjet. That's actually very solid. All right, let's play it like this. They only have 5 of these 12 cards. Age of Adam. As long as the ones that you are missing are like Master Mold, Crystal, Ronin, you're doing pretty good. If you have the core of Devil Dino, Quinjet, Agent 13, Agent Coulson, Mystique, then you're gold. Those are the cards that you need to be able to succeed. Pop, pop. So how much are we adding here? We have to be careful around Stature. Stature dropping as the 1/7. So we go +5, 6, 7, 8, up to 18. That outpaces Stature. We will have one more card coming back into hand, meaning that these guys will both be 13. It feels really good. I do flip first, so I'm a little vulnerable to control, but if they play a control card and a Stature, I still win. Because I win on Nowhere, and I win on Pet Mansion. Yeah, here we go. Spider-Woman, Hazmat, and High Evo. That's looking scary. Zabu and Psylocke for the extra energy and cheat effects. The majority are just abilities. Are there that many that are just abilities, Josh? You have the Thing, which is on reveal. You have Wasp, which is on reveal. You have Shocker, which is on reveal. Are those the only 3? No. They got us. I mean, unfortunately, it is pretty telegraphed when you drop down Rescue, right? You do have the Crystal Age of Adam. All right. Yeah, Spider-Woman and Hazmat and High Evo to be able to discount the A-Bomb. Sounds like it'll be great. Also, just playing Scorpion is going to do a lot for you. Until, of course, they bring out the Luke Cage. Wow. Little Ronin action for us. 3 Ronin, sign me up. Now if they play Enchantress, they kill their own Hawk, so I like that. But of course the Shang-Chi gets us. How many cards am I missing? On the free-to-play account or on the main account, Michael? Because on the main account, I am just missing Master Mold, which is why we're on the free-to-play account right now. And I am missing... I'm only missing like 3 cards on the main account. On the free-to-play account, I'm missing all the big bads. I'm missing most of Series 5 and a large portion of Series 4. We'll play Quinjet and then Sentinel. Also forgot to mention that I am 2k away from getting 12,000 tokens. Everything is so tempting. I wish tokens were sold. Ooh, too many, Manny. Be careful what you wish for. The community will start burning the house down if they start just selling tokens like that. But what are you targeting? I mean, obviously high evolutionary, right? But I have to presume that's what people are going for. All right, we need to show of force, protect our sentinel, maybe turn things on him. I'm dropping down 10 points up to 13. What do you do on turn 4? You already played your Hawk. They don't have much else on turn 4 that's like a large burst of power, right? And the great thing here is that we can play the crystal to be able to pull a card out. Ooh. No, we're too short. Hang on. No, we got it. We got it by 1. I'm laughing. I mean, if I was so confident, I should have snapped before it happened, but obviously you snap now. Maybe Wong and Odin plus Rogue or Enchantress and then the Zabu. Be able to get that reactivation. There could be some good stuff in there for us. We just have stacks all across the board. And then the final turn, like Mystique off the Devil Dino Agent Coulson is pretty powerful. Okay, here's the real question, Teddy. Do I think in the upcoming meta, they should change Luke to cancel Luke, just like Daredevil v Daredevil, so that games don't feel too stale? Simon Cleric, I don't think that it's going to be a problem, but you're saying, like, will High Evolutionary running Luke be able to then nullify the opposing Luke? I don't think that they want to do that. I think that just both Lukes work. And listen, the only thing that High Evolutionary is pretty hard countered. Like, they're getting so much value out of debuffing the opposing cards. We'll see what they try to do. Alright, so again, they'll be able to catch us with the Enchantress control. Yeah. After we Mystique and Agent Coulson, it was admirable of the opponent to hang in there after they took that loss on middle, but here we go. I think that they do not change Luke. Got my 6k for High Evolutionary, now saving up 6k for Spider-Man 2099. Grizzly, I think you're on the best path. Spider-Man 2099 looks crazy. In general, would you suggest making a predictable and safe play or an unpredictable, risky play? Molanisa? Interesting question. I generally recommend making risky, unpredictable plays, but snapping in safe, predictable ways. So I play conservatively in terms of snapping and retreating, and then I play very, like, wildly aggressively in terms of how I allocate my cards. Sometimes I shoot myself in the foot by overthinking in the third game. Yeah. High Evo thing on Wong, that could go nuts, right? And there is another synergy with Zabu, right, Josh? You're right, the Rogue or Enchantress to be able to knock over their Luke Cage. I think that might be a must for the High Evolutionaries. That just that you run the Enchantress, right? That could be it. Chat might have found the answer. Do I want to give them the draw, or do I want to deny them the draw? Getting the Quinjet as a poker into Death's Domain feels great. What if we just, like, shut up their game plan with the Cosmo here? What is Spider-Man 2099's ability? The first time he moves to a location, he destroys a card. I'm reading it as he can destroy up to 3 cards then. It's a little ambiguous as to how many cards are destroyed. If it only happens once, or if it happens every single time he moves to a new location. I'm reading it as every single time. Play the max for stats. Yeah, Rogue is a good one. Rogue's a very good one. You get the steal. Here's the 3 cost. If you're already bringing Zabu, though, you bring Enchantress. 4/5 stat line, kind of nice. Made a Venn diagram to figure out what evolved cards have synergy. Nice, Michael, nice. And it intersects at Cyclops, right? Cyclops is the intersect of passing. If you pass energy, he debuffs a card. It's an exclamation point Quinjet Molanisa to be able to see the card ability, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for the chat commands, Devil D. I think Devil keeps up with them. But yeah, the deck building around High Evolutionary looks very fun. Ah, the vision, the vision. I was really hoping. Does Coulson stick? No, he will bounce because I can hold 7 cards. That being said, playing Coulson here could still be the best move to make because he will create 2 cards and then come back to hand and buff the Devil Dinosaur at the same time. Yeah, here we go. Yes. Why is this better than OG Moldfold? Weird Like Me, because it's got the crystal, baby. I'm not necessarily playing it because it's better. I'm playing it because I wanted to see if crystal could work. And so far, we've gotten crystal to the board a couple times to a decent effect. The ability to cycle your own deck a little bit faster to fish for win conditions if you're not holding them is kind of nice, especially when you have a game plan where the opponent gaining extra cards actually helps you as well. And is really good up against bounce, but I mean the old Master Molded and Folded was really good against bounce as well. As long as you have the Master Mold, you're good against bounce. Can we squeeze in Scorpion, guys? How would we squeeze in Scorpion? Cyclops overlaps. Shocker technically doesn't fall under anything, but his ability is so versatile he could probably find his way into any deck style. Yeah, Michael, like Shocker is really good. Just discount a card, yes please. Would I play Hulk in high Evo deck? Playing 1 card on turn 6 seems bad. Ansich, not so bad when Sandman is running around in the meta and Wave is running around in the meta as well. Also not so bad if that Hulk is actually like a 16 power card, you know? Developing that many points on the final turn to throw down to a lane that you didn't invest in previously sounds pretty solid. The 1 card on turn 6 is a little bit rough as you're not able to respond to a lot of different positions. But then there could be something to getting Jubilee to thin the deck. You could pull Hulk. You could play Lockjaw to be able to cycle around. I believe, hold on, what is Hulk? Is Hulk on reveal? Chat, is Hulk on reveal? Marvel Snap, sorry. Snap.ban, or is it ongoing? Like if Hulk got played to the board early, does he still buff? If I just go to Hulk, does it show the... Yeah, it's ongoing. It's ongoing, so if we cheat Hulk to the board, he will continue to grow each turn that we have unspent energy. Alright, the wheels are turning, chat. The wheels are turning. They got the Nebula. Nebula. I'm holding Devil Dinosaur, so I guess the smart play is to lean into that side. Could play Wave on the Hulk in the deck yourself. Exactly, Govu. We could play Wave ourselves to be able to get Hulk down early and then combo at the end. Would you play... You play like Wave on 4 so that you pass energy 1 turn, right? It's because Wave on 3, Hulk on 4 is even expenditure of energy. But High Evo doesn't want that. High Evo wants to pass at least 1 energy. So High Evo plays Wave on 4, Hulk on 5. That's 2 turns of passing energy and an extra 4 power on the Hulk. Plus, hopefully, 2 power on Sunspot, and then all of your... If you set up Cyclops on 3, it's like perfect, because then he's debuffing stuff as well. And if you played... Yeah. We basically got it. You either play Sunspot or pass on 1, and then you play Misty Knight on 2, and then you play Cyclops on 3. That's your even expenditure. Wave on 4, Hulk on 5, whatever you want on 6. And that's looking fierce. Anyway, that got super stun locked there. This and this. Sunspot Devo has synergy. Yeah. I'd like to unlock Patriot and play with cards I barely touched the whole game. Patriot also buffs Winter Soldier and Hood Devils too, I think. Yes, Molanisa. It'll buff anything that is generated by other cards, because those cards never have abilities. So, tigers, squirrels... You can have a whole token generating deck that does really well. The Mysterio Illusions is the spicy one. That's the one I really like. With Quinjet here, I dare say Agent Coulson is fantastic. I still think High Evo will be a versatile card. I'm with you, KG. I'm excited for what we can build. Are you Ninja or Punisher? Lucky Nut? Do I have to be one or the other? I guess Punisher doesn't really try to hide himself, eh? Listen, Junk Headbands doesn't make a Elektra headband yet. So, what even is Elektra's symbol? Hulk is just becoming a bigger smack for Shang than ever before. Yeah, it's true, Michael. You could run Cosmo to protect yourself. I think somebody in chat already had that idea of like, maybe that's important. Youch. Devil Dino getting clipped there by Iceman. So unfortunate. But I do have the Ronin. And they've got 6 cards in hand. And they're playing Sentinels to keep their hand size large. I do not have, I tragically do not have Cosmo. Not yet, at least. So I could play, I don't know, Ronan. The rough thing is that I cannot Mystique plus Crystal. I kind of wish that I could. But I could play Ronan where the armor is. Let's try this. The Punishing Ninja. Oh yeah, Dr. Doom, Tiger, Odin, Patriot seems scary. There you go, Molinisa. It's a fun list. Whatever you experiment with, you'll have to tell me how it goes for you. Oh gosh. So do I want to Mystique now, or do I set up Devil Dino now? Because then I could Mystique off the Devil Dino, and then on my final turn, I can still play like Crystal and Maximus. No, it would be, I could play Devil Dino now, and then I could Mystique on the Devil Dino. So what do we think we have better shot at? Them having a large hand size or us having a large hand size? We're going to restart the app so that my tracker is working. Guys, I understand. I should be able to count the cards, but while keeping up a conversation with chat and then playing, I need the tracker. Otherwise, I lose sight, like, what is Iron Lad going to catch right now? I don't know. And it's hard to spend the time to be able to figure it out. I would rather just have the tracker tell me and then keep bantering with chat. Just pulled Negasonic, weird like me, fantastic. They go full pass, it's Dirty 30. Ugh, Dirty 30. They got Infinite and the She-Hulk here to be able to drop on our heads. Ouch. Can we still keep up though? Looks like we can. Can I just be honest? Echo's card art is ugly. It's not my favorite, and it looks like they decided... Well, no, wait. The card back is Legion, right? The white hand is Legion. Baron Mordo, Agent 13. To be able to squeeze it in. Yeah, they just gave up. Alright, restart me. I should actually try and play Negasonic more. I got her for 6k and actually liked her, but barely play these days. Yeah, Simon, it's tough to be able to figure out where you want to fit her in. Like, do you try and pop her yourself? Do you try and use her in Sarah for control? I don't know. Ever since the Shuri meta died, it's hard to be able to figure out where you want to play her, right? Where can I get that tracker, Teddy? Exclamation point tracker in the chat will give you the link. It's from untapped.gg. It is free and I am not sponsored. I just love it. It is also on Android now. They recently launched on Android. So wherever you're playing, you can enjoy the power of the tracker. And I do recommend it. It's because listen, if you're playing like really try hard and very focused, you don't need one. Snap is just 12 cards. You can keep track of that in your head. But if you're playing distracted, you want to be able to multitask while playing, it's a godsend. Double Dino gets knocked out, Master Mold gets knocked out. I take that as a dub for us. A definite dub for us. iOS though? I don't know about iOS though. Untab works on mobile? I assume it didn't. Yes, Jokaro, they just launched this week onto Android. So, Echo has a white handprint on her face. So, is the banner... Hold on. Doing some investigation. Echo. I guess the card back is from Echo then. Yeah, she's got the white handprint on her face. You're right. The card back is Echo. So it's Phoenix Force and Echo. Are they natural comic book enemies? Lore masters in the chat, does Echo fight Phoenix Force? Or are they a team up? I legit do not have a clue. In one series, Echo is Phoenix? Oh, I thought Jean Grey is Phoenix. Am I losing it? I still feel like the tracker is a bit unfair mechanical advantage, but oh well. Listen here. I'm trying to create an entertaining streaming product at the same time as playing competitively. So I will use whatever advantage is present to me. And in the tournaments, I will make sure that I follow whatever rules they establish around trackers. All right, Devil D. I mean, Jotunheim slowly just wearing away. Sandman, I'm not worried. Phoenix is its own entity that can possess different hosts. Gene is not exclusive. Oh, so it's polygamous. 7 cards in hand. Yeah, Ronan sounds amazing. Drop that on their heads. If they Odin on the leader, they will not be able to grab my Ronan. Here she goes. No way. They got that. I should have kept them marveled. I was thinking about it. Though I really didn't see the arrow coming. Have not seen arrow smack me around for a long time. Cyclops and Emma Frost had the Phoenix Force once. Ooh. They really did Cyclops dirty then in this game. And how many comics is Echo the Kingpin's daughter? I thought she's like her background, her card art has her with like very I do love the one variant where she has all the phoenixes flying around her. I guess that's her being possessed by the phoenix, right? She does have the phoenix, but so does like 50 other characters. Okay. Are they like their own group then? Do they ever, is it ever possessing them like all together? At the same time is what I should say. Is either you track the cards with your brain or with the tracker. Either way, you're going to get tracked. You just choose which way you want to do it. Don't think it's cheating if its availability is out there. The really nice thing is that the game still has not given us a good user interface to be able to keep track of like how powerful Null would be. Stuff like this. You can see destroyed cards easily and discarded cards, but you don't know what they are. But especially for like signaling around how big Null is, then the tracker's very nice. Spider-Man 2099, looking strong. First brand I ever saw as a child was Marvel. I'd ask my dad to get a newspaper since they'd also give me Marvel cards strapped to them. Love the Toy Stories. First time watching Iron Man, love this game. Oh, Molanisa. I remember going to see Iron Man. I think I missed, hold on. Trying to remember if I got Iron Man in theaters. I think I did. Pretty sure that I saw the first Iron Man in theaters. I saw every single movie missing like 4 from Iron Man to Endgame in theaters. By the time I was in high school, it just became the thing that me and my sister would do together. So we'd go to every Marvel movie. Good times, good times. They were the best of times. Devil Dino here. Yep. Should be in-game to see the cards left in deck and destroyed cards, in my opinion. Jokaro, exactly. The trackers should be pushing Snap itself to evolve, right? Phoenix Force is an immortal, indestructible, and mutable manifestation of the prime universal force of life. The Force needs a host. Well, there you go. Now it makes perfect sense, now that I've said that. Good afternoon, Teddy. Hope things are going well. Luke Davis, great to see you, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Did I watch Thor 2? You know it, KG. My sister's favorite character was Loki at the time, so... And she kind of liked Tom Hiddleston, just like in general. So we were pretty high on Thor 2. Listen, mate. My family loves Thor. My sister loved Thor, especially Thor 2, because you get so much of Loki. And my wife used to have Thor 1 as her favorite movie, Marvel movie as well.
Enough said, bub.
I think it's partly because she loves Padme. The positive association there of past characters didn't do it any harm, I'll tell you that. Are we actually going to throw down a Stegron? I don't think so. What are we going to throw down? The Devil Dinosaur is already protected from control. They are like discard mid-range and they killed their MODOK. So I'm on like thinking that they're a bot, but they have this a card theme. So they are a real person. There's no way a bot would have this thematic setup. And Restream just died. Incredible. Is anything else dead? Nope. Chat's still up. Okay. Restream chat. Get me back in. Yeah, continue as Teddy. Sure. Are we back? Says it's connected. I hope it's back. That was very strange. I've never seen it do that for me. Yeah, we are back. All right, pop, pop. The only truly bad thing about Thor 1 is that they painted his eyebrows blonde. It looks so wrong these days since they stopped in the future movies. Yeah. Thor as a character has had the greatest arc. Maybe something did blip. We lost a bunch of viewers as well. Now people are coming back. Is the stream healthy? Chat, check yes or no. Give me... What are we playing? Master Plan? This deck is fun. I'm loving it. Nope, not you. Where's my Ronin? Ronin was ready to go gold. Yes for you? Alright, fantastic. It was good for you?
Shiny
Good.
logo.
Hopefully it was only on my end. Scared of a little lighting? Not overly fond of what follows. Uh-huh. It's the thunder. Thor 2 has a bad rep, but it's one of, if not the best score in this series. Funeral scene music is unmatched. Every Marvel movie has at least its moments, right? You're gonna get at least a couple good scenes out of them, you know that. That is a dope Ronin variant. 12 gold. This one, I don't know. Is this one of the 1200 gold ones? Let's see. Ronin. The Accuser. Is this your ultimate variant? Nope, this one's a 700, mate. Grizzly, it could be yours for a mere 700 gold. Could have the most BA looking Ronin on the planet. Alright, hit me with the max. I guess Nebula was gonna scale. Might be an unpopular opinion, but Thor 2 is better than Love and Thunder. Shoo! Without wax, just ready to draw. Fighting words over here. Super Scroll, I hate that. Alright, I guess we don't get to play. Well, hello, Luke's Bar. Fascinating. We do not have very good cards here. Cosmo? Sure. Lock them down. Don't want any more on reveals triggering. If I get a Ronin, their hand size is going to be larger than my hand size, but both of them go over to the Super Scroll. They went with the Hawk. Fascinating. What if I go with the Crystal, and then I knock a card out of my deck? I just draw immediately. That sounds pretty desirable. And then I could just, I mean, why am I not just playing? I should be playing Quinjet to prevent the Nebula from scaling. Ragnarok is fire, though. Ragnarok was like on the edge, and then Love and Thunder went over the edge. Watching Endgame in theater was just wow. Oh yes, Molanisa. That was the one that the only one that I went to alone. I was like, it is going to be spoiled. I could not stand it if Endgame got spoiled, so I went to watch it early alone. The only time I've ever done that in a movie theater, and it was great. It was everything at the time. It was everything I hoped and dreamed that it could be. So, what a time! What a time to be alive. Give me the Ronin. Give me that. Nope, nope, nope. We gotta play the order very carefully. Quinjet, then Ronin, so that my Mystique will be able to clip on to the Ronin. How is it competing? It's not gonna be able to compete. They can't add any more cards here. I'm drawing so that the Hawk is getting smaller. Maybe there's hope. If Ronin goes right, there's hope. Do I have to force it to go right, though? Like, I could play Sentinel right here. Right? Once the super... But I have no cards in hand. I guess the Quinjet's coming back. I will have a couple cards in hand, and he's doubled. So I want Ronin to go to the right. Yes. I think we have a shot. How many cards are in your hand? 6? You only have 1 space on the board. All right. I'll take it to you. I think we actually worked our way into the best possible position. They move Jeff. You're right. They can move Jeff. And then they can continue to scale. All right, maybe the snap is a little foolhardy. Rock Slide. You know there was a Cosmo. I guess they're just playing it for the 5 points, right? That's all they care about. Ronin is still pretty big. I'm just mad that I didn't realize I could be playing this Quinjet here to stop the Nebula the whole dang time. This one hasn't moved yet, right? I wish they had an indicator on if they had moved yet. I go up +4. Keeping up with Iron Man is just impossible. Infinity War on opening night was the craziest movie experience I ever had. Never left the movie where it was complete silence. Oh, yes. Yep. No end credit scene. Just... And then you knew that you had to wait a year to be able to see the next one. Oh, man. Honestly, his cinema had peaks. That was the Renaissance. Infinity War and Endgame was the Renaissance. I firmly hold... Great variants for bad cards. The golden age of cinema was the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then the Renaissance was through Endgame. Iron Man to Endgame. Cosmo messes you up more than them, to be honest. Maybe. I don't think it necessarily would have been scaling our carries that much. I mean, they got Iron Man down to the board on the 2 locations that I wanted to be able to compete at, right? So, hope we can get back somehow. There's always a chance, but every day we stray further from God. It gets less and less likely that it would happen. Devil Dino with the gold background. You put gold background and the curlicues on a base art Devil Dino? What a madman. He split base art Dino to get the gold foil background. Commando, what are we doing? What are we doing with ourselves? I have nothing against base art Dino, but to split the card that many times. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but Infinity War was 10 of 10. Endgame was 6 of 10. Urko, you really didn't like Endgame that much? Or you just thought it was just a meh? I go Infinity War as like a 8 and Endgame as a 10 of 10. I don't know. For me, I really didn't see how it could have been better. Peak. I guess I'll play Thing. I mean, why not? And then I can go Devil Dino afterwards. Try and get the extra draw. We're just in the hood this weekend, camping in Lee's Summit. Ooh, Ushu, nice. How was the weather? Weather was pretty good. I hope you don't have allergies. My allergies right now are abysmal. What was the, are you in, like, Lee's Summit? That's not around Ozarks. Is it a secret spot, or do you mind sharing? I'm always interested. Especially for good, like, hangout hammocking spots. I got my base art Doom art split into Inked Teddy. Booter. Nice. So, the Doom art... Doom is pretty cool on base art, but he's got other really cool variants. I don't know, I just can't see myself splitting a base art that many times. I just don't see it happening. Ronan is going to be stacked. Number of splits needed to get the fancy ink and gold counts across variants, so if you love Dino and are not getting variants, leveling is kind of smart. Right, so then when you get a variant, it'll be easier to split it right over, but I feel like they just run Shang-Chi here. Right, the early Professor X caught us, Spider-Man locked us out, and then they scale up. We don't have a way to be able to buff it up. Alright, we'll bounce. First time I went to the cinema 3 times for one movie, one with a brother, one with a cousin, and one alone was the Endgame. I'm trying to remember, I feel like Star Wars 7 was the one that I saw the most time in the theaters, because I had so many people that wanted to watch it. We talked about it. Endgame ruined everyone with time travel IMO, just focusing on the loss, just like nothing had happened. I gotcha. I think I did 10 total splits. I played him in Ramp all last season and Doomwave this season. Nice, Scooter. The Jeff base art is worth it. The Jeff base art is very good. Weather was up and down. First day was humid, some rain, but we had a really nice day. Yeah. I was wondering if the rain got you. Agent 13 created an additional master mold. Thanos likes to be able to get some card draw out of those stones. No. Sorry, my friend. Mur Island. That will hop in. All right. We're going to have all set. Up to 4 Sentinels in hand. Okay, well, they just added 1 there. Goofy meme, I'll do it again. Took a trip to Boulevard Brewing and lunch in Westport. Fantastic. Boulevard Brewing, pretty great. Those places hit a sweet spot of being a great brewery, but also like still being, you know, like the local flavor rather than a big bland name, you know. The Super Scroll? X-Mansion is... Oh! What is happening? Okay, hang on. He's got the Super Scroll, which hard counters all of my ongoings, but he's also getting my Typhoid Mary, which is certainly worse for him because he's Thanos and is playing a ton of cards. And we'll Coulson. I don't know. What are we doing? Cool history inside Boulevard too. Oh yeah. Want a hot take? First Ant-Man was underrated. I put in my top 5 Marvel movies easily. He has like Killmonger to be able to sweep away all the cards being debuffed by the Mary. This one is just not fair.
Inevitable.
Ant-Man, the Ant-Man 1 and 2, I really like actually. Here's the thing, the Iron Man is given to the Super Scroll. But it's less power over here. And the Typhoid Mary really puts a dampener on the Iron Man. That's why I'm trying to play it on Mur Island. How many cards are in your hand now? Still 7? Yeah, I think if Super Scroll takes on the Devil Dino power, he's going to be well equipped. And I've got to say, been having some worries IRL lately. And jumping from Insta to Netflix every 20 minutes wasn't helping. Chilling here with y'all, reading the messages, chatting really helped me. Molanisa, great to have you here. Awesome that you've been enjoying the stream. It's great having you here. I don't know, man. I hate the multiverse time travel concept. Like, everything is fine in the end. Raccoona, you're right. It does kind of remove some of the stakes. They got the wave on us. I can only play a single card. That single card shall be... I mean, they're going to play into X-Mansion, right? I don't dare play Devil Dino. I think it's just like Max. I could also play Max on left, I guess. I am already ahead, so they're committing to playing here to be able to pass us. What if they play Dr. Doom on mid, right? As a way to be able to drop down the Doom bots and fish for other powerful cards. The 4 power goes up by 8 because the doubling from the Super Scroll. So Max would not be able to win because he is nerfed by the Typhoid Mary. If I play Max on left and they add a Doom bot, they add 4 there as well. It beats me either way. So I have to hope that is not Dr. Doom. Dino on left and just abandon the X-Mansion. Maybe that's what I needed. Ah, you're right. Chat's right, as always. Dino on left. Alright, if we're going to run these kind of cards in a tournament, we've got to tighten it up, guys. Teddy's slipping. We lost a step. Just made Iron Man say, I am Iron Man. Right after the opponent's Thanos said, I am inevitable. Lore accurate challenge. Iron Man being gone is pretty high stakes. But he's already signed for another movie deal. Infinity War did have the downside of if you were following the corporate contracts, you could kind of predict what the storyline was going to be. That was a little unfortunate. I don't know when though, just saw a video, Cozy talking about Loki and saw the art. Yeah, I saw that Cozy threw the Loki data mine up there, but that data mine has been up for a while. I got nothing against Cozy, I'm just was a little surprised that he threw that up instead of Jean Grey. Has anyone been able to confirm if Cozy and Molt are actually different people? I look at them channel to channel and I'm like, you guys are the same person. Has anybody seen them in the same place at the same time? I think it's one man just running 2 accounts. Hot take. Chat's not always right, just sometimes. Yeah, that's true. On Wednesday, in our friendly battle, chat was spouting off on plays that would never have worked. Cozy's less arrogant. Gotcha. Loki not coming anytime soon. Not that we know of, Grizzly. Not for the next 2 months, for sure. For sure not the next 2 months. Old gets triggered. I have never seen Cozy triggered. Cozy seems very even-keeled. Like, Cozy just keeps on keeping on, regardless of anything. Respect. I kind of want the card draw to be able to find... Well, I've got the Devil Dino. I want to deny them the card draw, but how badly? So, is this one of those... What's the order? Because the locations are not always consistent. It's Bifrost go first and then Asgard. It's supposed to be left to right, but there are inconsistencies. Atticus? Atticus, what are you planning? Atticus is, will snap for treats. Atticus Finch. Loki Season 2 was announced, so maybe around then. Yeah, maybe that's what it's going to be. Cozy and Mold have very different attitudes. Alright, chat hates my take. Fair enough, fair enough. I will recant my take then. Devil Dino over here. Be ready for Mystique. Be ready to protect with Cosmo. Sure, sure. What I really like about you is that you're kind. Several of the Snap streamers are jerks. Darren, I try to welcome everybody. It's awesome having all you guys hanging around. Loki has 2 premieres in October. Maybe that, I mean, they have to release the Loki card for that, right? Like, it just has to be. 7 cards in hand. Ronan could pop off. What makes you so confident, my opponent? I'm flipping first. What makes you so confident? Is it that you have control for Devil Dinosaur? That is now going to be tragically undone by the Cosmo. I'm going to say that's it. So I'm going down 4 points here to 24, but if they play any kind of control card, I still beat them. If they play Death, I still beat them because I've got the Cosmo. If they play into Bar Sinister, they need to be able to pass my Master Mold, but I'm going to allow them. Yep, here we go. I feel great. Cosmo, carry me again. Ah! Yes! Yes. Yes. Do I think they will recast Kang in the MCU? Oh, man. Ansich just opening up. He's got here's the Jonathan Mayer's can of worms wafting up the chat. I made that joke on Wednesday. I don't know. Here's the thing. Kang is like the most easy character to recast because of the exact multiversal connections. Maybe. The MCU has recast before. They recast War Machine, but that was back in their early days. Were there any other? They've continued to recast Ant-Man's daughter, just for almost no reason, it seems. So I guess the MCU doesn't have too many qualms about recasting people. Versus like Star Wars here, that is still just hanging on to the Luke Skywalker is Mark Hamill. Can we please just give it to Sebastian Stan? Can we just have, you know, another guy play him so that we can have Luke's romping galactic adventures already? I don't need to see him de-aged through CGI and then told basically not to act. Mark Hamill had a great run. He will always be the original Luke Skywalker. It doesn't detract from his legacy to give the role to somebody else now to take up the storytelling torch. Anyway, before I rant too much about Star Wars, what do we have that works on Big House? Not a lot. Do I have to abandon Big House? I hope not. But the only place that I can play Ronan or Devil Dino is on right. Loki's data mind ability, Alexander, is incredibly unlikely to be the real one. Swap hands with your opponent, I don't think that is the release. Also because of the stat line 0-0, I think really all they are doing is they had a wild theory craft on the ability, and then they had art. And so they threw those together, but it's not actually going to be what we see. 21. I could give him a jump scare with the power of Ronan here. Like actually being able to pass the Infinite. Alright, we're doing it. Aside from what happened, I think he played Kang well. I agree, Scorpion. I think his acting was fine. Didn't they do that with Solo and it became the worst rated Star Wars movie? Destro! Not to... It did. It's a true statement, but I don't hold it against the young Han Solo actor. I think his acting was fine. I think the rest of the pieces around it was just abysmal. They went through multiple reshoots and other challenges. Maximus to be able to keep the Ronin strong. I go up to 15, which would tie. It does tie. And then I play Coulson to also tie. I play Sentinel Duck to pass. Hopefully it pulls my opponent in too many different directions. It's a tight one. The fact that they got the Infinite there. Nope, here we go. Sentinel. And then the Wasp. Hold on. There we go. Ronan back on top. I am up by 1, down by 4. Tight, tight. The fact that we were able to hang remotely close to a Jubilee Infinite pull is encouraging. For a second, let's assume Loki gets printed as Datamind. How do you even build a deck around him? Discard. You get a way to be able to cut your own deck to pieces, hand nothing to the opponent, take all of their cards, and then they're just top decking. Grasping at straws. You play, it's like half discard, so you play Morbius to be able to get the benefit from your cards being discarded, and then you can play Hellcow to be able to dice things up. You can drop Hellcow plus, well, it depends on what cost he is. We don't know what cost he is. It's really hard to theory craft whatever stat line he's given. Agatha, she plays turn 1. Now they have Agatha. Yeah, it depends on what cost Loki is. Agatha would be hilarious. Alright, guys. What other thing do we want to build? Like, we could play just, like, other good cards Dino. But we're going on 2 hours with this deck. The deck is fine. We're just kind of floating around the same place, though. Part of it is because of my own misplays. I think we learned the deck, though. Now that we've learned it, I think it's slightly above average. It's fun. But I don't know what to iterate on now. Just put an unplayably bad card in that deck. Yeah, Loki will not be a 0-0, so it's very hard to theory craft around him. Like what kind of deck you construct without knowing his cost and where you play him in the turn order. If he is very cheap, then discard is looking nasty. Just disgusting. As non-natives, I remember trying to pronounce Nightcrawler. Give me the cards with your brother when we were little. And don't forget the Juggernaut. Some tongue twisters in there, to be sure. Daily Bugle, I got a copy of your Iron Lad. Fascinating. Guess I'll play Max. Card draw to the max. I got the Deadpool. Connor over here with just an insane take. He wants people just to abandon Snap wholesale with the worst abilities to ever be seen on cards. Agent Coulson plus Agent 13. I could just hold Agent 13 if I want her to be able to generate an extra card on the last play. Looking in search of Cosmo. Streamer in search of Cosmo, please. Isn't there enough annoyance in this game with restrictive locations, emote spamming, and all of that? Exactly. It's enough. Enough is enough. Second Dinner did print Galactus after all, so there is a small chance Loki's text remains unchanged. He'd be a big bad, right? He has to be a big bad. Loki counters Loki, so just Loki the same turn they Loki, and then reverse the reverse. You play the Uno reverse on reverse. Guess I could take Loki's ability as is only if it also says turn every location into ego. Which is truly nightmarish options. If Loki's text is unchanged, uninstalled with a vengeance, and then I start playing DC Dual Force. I'll be playing DC Dual Force anyway, but I feel like there would be an exodus. A great snap exodus. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe it does happen. And maybe he's just really expensive and low tempo. I don't know. I don't know how you make him interesting. Alright, so they got a big old Deadpool. They already played their demon. I can clip on to Devil D. And then tie on right. That's not bad. Not bad at all. The Cosmo won't save me here. Got him too late to be able to stop the destructions. So I think I just do something like this. Urko would also quit. Urko! Urko is like, the slightest thing will push me away. Must be crazy. I don't think Loki's current text is that bad. It just doesn't sound fun, Josh. It's like, it's the same thing as Leech, right? The mentality of Leech in Mindscape, people don't really like it. It's like, playing against it just feels so bad. You construct a deck, and then the opponent runs a card that prevents you from being able to play the last couple turns of your deck, right? And those are the best part. Everybody wants to play the final turns of their deck. They don't really care about the early setup. The final turns are where all the fun is. Hey! A little Maximus helping hand for the Devil Dino? Don't mind if I do. Maybe Loki gets the Kingpin Fisk Tower treatment and only swaps hand on T6. Swap one card instead of the whole hand. Maybe. I feel like there's so many other cool things that Loki could do as the Trickster God. Be a similar... He could be in the vein of Mysterio. You could play him and he could swap his body with something on the opponent's side of the board, and then he's like a mid-tier stat line. So if you take a great card, it's awesome. If you take a mid-tier card or lower, it's actually bad. You could surprise the opponent by transforming into a different power. I don't know. He could be like Dracula, but he goes off of what's in the opponent's hand. If you hate Mindscape, you hate Loki. Exactly. Mindscape is already often an instant retreat for me. If they give this ability to players, yeah, we'll rage quit as well, because the opponent is running a deck that's trying to synergize with it, which will just make it worse. I'll move you now to Cloak. I don't care. Why are you playing Cloak? If we just swapped with one card so that both played it every turn back and forth, that's at least interesting. But swapping one card, like, why would you ever want to do that? What is the gameplay situation where I want to swap one card with my opponent? I guess because the card that it gets swapped is discount, like it buffs the collector.
Victory.
It sounds like they were to a great start, but I guess not. I guess because, yeah, the swap of one card buffs collector and then would be discounted by the Quinjet. That's the secret, is you just run Loki in Quinjet collector, and when you swap hands, suddenly collector goes boof, and Quinjet makes your entire play cheaper. It's basically like a one-cost Sarah if you swap all new cards. What if Loki... No, that's stupid. I was like, what if he just copies? Like, he discards or he destroys your hand, and he gets rid of your hand in a way that doesn't interact with any synergies of other cards we already have. And then he creates copies of all the cards in the opponent's hand into your hand. What if that was what he did? But that's stupid, because then you're just sitting back and forth with the same cards against each other. I don't feel like people would want that. Loki text, you must play your first card here each turn. At the end of the game, destroy all cards at this location, except for Loki. Deus Ex is just Jean Grey, but meaner. 5 cards in hand. I don't really want to give you Maximus, but I might want to give you Maximus. I could just give you a Sentinel instead. I would like it if he would swap hands twice, just to look at the hand, and then you get yours back. So he's actually a good Kang. Instead of just seeing what they play, you just see all of their options. I feel like that should be Kang. The idea of Kang is that you get to see what's in their hand. If Loki swaps and swaps back, say goodbye to Kang the Forgot. Loki could be an opposite Howard, be able to see what's on top of the opponent's deck. Now we're thinking, Josh. What if Loki was played automatically on turn 1 and could be any card from your deck without the opponent knowing? Pop up last turn, do his thing. He's basically Umbaku. Loki is a more fun version of Umbaku. These are great suggestions, chat. I don't know if Second Dinner is taking applications, but just saying. I feel pretty good with this hand. Classic Loki. He should make 2 cards fight each other. Yeah. He's got the mind control. I mean, that's what I really like, is like fishing for an opposing card or swapping with an opposing card. You get the animation of the scepter coming out, tapping an opposing card. It then turns over to your side. I don't know. Maybe he has a limitation on the cost, size of the card to be able to bring it over. I like the idea of Loki trying to trick the opponent with fake stats. Glorious purpose! I mean, both Devil Dinosaur and Quinjet got buffed, and I've been putting so many Sentinels into the opponent's hand that it has to be one of these bad boys. It's so good. Sentinel to Machine World buffs Ronan and Devil Dinosaur. I already snapped. I was about to hit the button again. I like this idea. Make him a your opponent plays with this card in the deck face up. The reverse Howard. Kinda spicy. You have the Shuri Kitty combo. Is the Shuri Kitty combo actually good, Jay? You could develop the Shuri, double the Shuri, then play a Taskmaster. I guess. I'm gonna still play mid because it serves both Ronan and Devil Dino. And then if they do the fake out and don't play on the Shuri, I punish them. But I doubt they will. Here we go. No way. It is the Taskmaster? Unbelievable. 20 power is just too much. Ah. They got me. 16 power Kitty, 16 power Taskmaster. Pretty cute. What would my alternative play have been? Well, honestly, Leader. Leader would have been a great option, come to think of it. Leader would have gotten both of them. What are we doing here, chat? We could have just grabbed Leader. Embarrassing. Swap your lowest power card to play with the opponent's highest power card in play. As Loki is like fertile ground for interesting abilities, especially with how Snap is set up and kind of the precedent set up with a lot of other sneaky cards like the Mysterio. What if it's like Snow Guard and it transforms every single turn, but there's more options? You just get what you get on the final turn? Well, it's going to be Snow Guard, but good. I love that, like, half of chat's idea is what if it was this card, but good this time? What if it was Kang, but he was playable? Imagine this, Snow Guard, hold on, but a good version of Snow Guard. And we call it Loki. Junk up their hand a little bit here. Lady Sif on the APOC. they'll probably be happy with the extra cards to discard, unfortunately. On reveal, replace this card with a random card from your opponent's deck as an illusion. Reveal this card at the end of the game. Okay. Yeah, like a Dracula. Or a... Okay, so now we're Morph, but better. Hopefully Snowguard gets an OTA buff text change. OTA buff I don't think is possible because if he's a 1-3, his stats are just too good. Text change, Fatherfa, maybe. I would love to see that it was more consistent. It needs some more consistency to be able to work. The fact that you get the good version of Snowguard every other turn is really the mitigating factor on him being good right now. Drax is kind of nice if I could land it, but I think I want a Crystal here. What if we put Loki in the Patriot Shell? Fill your hand with 3/6 no ability Ice Giants or something like that. Stats negotiable. Fill your hand. You know, Snap is missing a card that does that kind of thing. A lot of other card games have similar effects to that. Wow, we really just filled up Asteroid M, didn't we? Wasn't watching the board too closely there. Why'd we do that? I could have played Crystal on left. Oh, it's because we got faked out by the Asteroid M. That's what got us. I guess I shouldn't have played Crystal. I kind of wanted that draw. I don't know. Is Drax with Storm a good combo, Molinisa? It's not bad. It's basically the same as Jess Jones, so if you want to be able to have multiple ways of guaranteeing that kind of follow-up to Storm, you run both Jess Jones and Drax. Drax a little bit more flexible because, I mean, Jess Jones more consistent, but Drax can be played on the final turn and be higher upside, so. That he's having too much fun with chat today? I guess so, Booter. We gotta tighten it up. We have fun with chat every day. They go Zabu. Their hand is full. I'll try and give them the rock. Their board space is already in a pinch. Loki destroys all the cards in your hand and deck. Sounds like a Galactus. Destroys all cards in hand and deck, and you don't play. Loki is a god. Swap with an enemy card in this lane. Without Wax, that's kind of what I'm most interested in. Being able to swap with another like opposing card. I'm infinite, doesn't matter. Eh. For the viewership, it kind of matters if I'm not completely brain dead, but yeah. Let's play. What do we like? Cosmo to be able to protect the lane. Agent 13 to give us something nice. They're really running out of space over here on all sides. If only Shadow King shut down ongoing cards. I keep forgetting that he doesn't, and I'm confidently playing him against the Dinos. Yep, he will not help you in that situation. Not at all. We go Devil D into Mystique Agent Coulson. It's a great line. Is it a snappable line? I mean, maybe? It is really good. Brain Blast. What if his ability changes every game? Yeah, Snowguard, right? Snowguard, but good. Devil Dino is hard for the opponent to be able to surmount if they're running the stature list. Also, if they can only play one card over here, I feel like we're locked in, right? I do flip first so they could throw control at this lane. I guess so, but how many cards will be in hand? It'll only be 4, so Mystique is going to be an 8. That dodges it unless it is the Enchantress. And even if it is the Enchantress, that puts him at 9, and then the Agent Coulson wins. There we go. We got the dubs. Hand attack, kind of fun with it. Chad is just obsessed with what Loki could be. Completely obsessed. Is there an alternate take on this list that we would like to see? Ooh. Got him.
Victory.
Is there a world where we run Crystal in like a negative deck? Can we try that? All I know is there had better be an Alligator Loki variant. Japan, yes. 100%. If there is no Alligator variant, we riot. The Loki has to be the Battle Pass card when the season is revealed, and there has to be a Alligator variant as that, the Season Pass, like, Ultimate exclusive, right? That's probably what it... Well, I don't even want it to be exclusive. I want it to be available to everyone. It should be there for everybody. Because Devil Dino is in the hand, I think you go Sentinel here. I built like one of 3 different abilities that could be ran in different decks. He's like a box of chocolate. Or all the variants 1 cards. We have them all Loki deck. Ooh, Loki is like 3 different versions, and you can have... He's the only card that can be run multiple times in a... Oh, what if Loki was a card that could be run multiple times in a deck? He breaks the unique card rule. Hold on. Okay, chat. Here's your base. Loki breaks the unique requirement. You can run multiple Lokis. What is his ability that makes it interesting to run a deck of all Lokis, or at least multiple Lokis? He like takes the card text of random abilities from the opponent's deck. It has to be something that he's not just like exactly the same every single time. He has some variance in his ability, but then some synergy with like running multiple ones of himself. I am fascinated by this idea. Also, I don't know what to play. I'll go Coulson. Keep trying to queue into you. I've been timing my games with yours, starting to think we aren't in the same pool or whatever you call it. Japan, what region are you playing on right now? I'm on the free-to-play account, which is in NA, the NA servers. Next question will be what your collection level is to understand what our bracket is. It'd be great if we queued into each other. If not, I'll battle you in a friendly battle. Hop into the Discord or enter at the end of the stream to get in on the friendly battle. I love playing the viewers. Master Mold and... I mean, if I get the card draw, then the Sentinel's a little redundant. Let's just hit them here. Their deck is flooded. Yeah, it should be NA Canada. Yeah, there you go. Unless they divided NA. Collection level is like 12k on this account, probably low. I think you're too high and I'm too low because this is the free-to-play account. I'm at like 4,000. Devil D. My main account is like 8k, and then this one is like 4k. Well, I don't remember what is that. Canada is its own region. We just play against polar bears up here. Yeah. The bots all have polar bear names. Got the She-Hulk in there with the Jeff. No Mystique, eh? Okay. We can Cosmo for protection. Drop the Sentinel for the go-ahead. Sentinel ties Shang-Chi. What if it's Sentinel plus Quinjet to be able to get the pass if they just play Shang-Chi over here? No, I don't. I lose because they are holding the Hulks. Why would I do that? It's just like plus a little bit, plus a little bit. I think so. The problem then is like Shang-Chi plus Kitty. I don't have too much to be able to stop that one way or the other. We'll try it like this. He moves the Jeff left. They do play mid. I match the Jeff. Jeff the Jeff. 4k on the free-to-play is quite nuts. I don't like Max. Oh, we got the Kitty Red Skull. It's nice. Not what I was expecting out of a list. Very high tempo. She-Hulk, Red Skull, Kitty. So it's running. This is the Shuri list. It's the Shuri Kitty deck, right? To be running the Red Skull, She-Hulk. They're just fitting Kitty in there as another option. Interesting, interesting. I'm gonna have to mess around with that. Oh, 5,000. Guys, the free-to-play account is 5,000 CL. Look at this. No real dollar bills expended. 4,933, but nowhere near your 12,000 Japan, unfortunately. Yeah, the Shuri Kitty deck. Actually, I mean, in hindsight, Max would have been great. Dailies add up. They sure do add up. I'm 3K on my account. Started in January. Only buy the season pass, but didn't put any other money in. Sleeper sounds like you're on a great track. The season pass is the highest value to be able to get. If you spend real money on the game. You'll be passing me soon on the free-to-play. No real dollar bills. He buys the bundles with Bitcoin confirmed. No. The free-to-play account here is genuinely free-to-play. I have the main account to be able to... I'm not spending money on the free-to-play and hiding it and then spending money on the main account as well. I'm not insane. I'll go Quinjet, especially with Agent Coulson in hand. You can't really hear what I'm saying during the transitions. That is... Okay, I'll make sure that I shut up during the transitions. Why the transitions cut my mic, I don't understand. I like get to see on my overlay that the siren is still picking up audio. But I guess it cuts my mic. Have I tried Hawk Ronin Mold deck? So Surfer, you know it. Molded and Folded, the master plan list, the classic. I just wanted to be able to run Crystal in here to be able to see if there's a different take going in a little bit harder with a Devil Dinosaur and Ronin synergy around the Crystal. But I think the Molded and Folded deck is a little bit better right now. Right now I feel like that other version is a little bit stronger. So I have tried it. I played it a ton. I got to Infinite 2 seasons ago, basically playing that list exclusively. And it's still really good right now up against Bounce. Teddy, what do I think of Loki's cost equaling the turn? And he turns into a random card of that cost? Yes, the transitions mute you. Alexander, I love it. So, and are we saying that then we run that? You can run multiple Lokis, and you get like Max Loki, and then you get Rock Slide Loki. I'm just looking at cards in my deck here. Don't mind me. Is this Crystal? 6 cards in hand. They are playing Bounce. I could get Kitty to actually stick if I play it right. Sure, I will Crystal. The more cards in hand, the less the collector is going to be able to get buffed. It does pick up, but it gets really quiet. That's even weirder. It doesn't cut the mic entirely. It's just very quiet. Fascinating. I've tried the Shuri Kitty deck. Found it quite inconsistent. Really, Sleeper? Maybe it's time for a Teddy Ninja spin on it then. Oh, we got him. Hold on. Oh, no pickups? Wait. Oh, they played 3 cards. Yeah. 7 cards in hand. So they created, but then Kitty stays and Hood stays. I don't think they wanted that. I don't think they wanted that at all. Give me... It's Bounce. They'll be able to thin their own deck. But Devil Dino is looking pretty well, I'm holding Max, Baron Mordo. I think it is Ronin. It's like Ronin, Mystique, Max. 12 card Loki that is basically full hand of random on curve card that actually sounds like hilariously fun. I think so. I'm here for it. Haven't played anything but Sandman for days now, making people rage quit. Japan, it's a great tactic right now. It sure is. Not much for them to be able to do to stop you. Everybody wants to play around with Kitty, and you're like, nope. This is my meta. They're not going to be able to answer the Ronin, but are you going to be able to answer this? Probably. The answer is probably yes. I think they got us. Their Kitty was pretty large, and then they picked up... They only have the 1 demon, though. They picked up the Angela as well. They can go Angela, Kitty. It's going to be close. Oh, they go back to mid? Kitty on right? Hold on. Ooh. Mystique. Max is gonna not put us in range, eh? They got enough squirrels to the board. Fair enough, fair enough. Went up 36 ranks playing Sandman during the Mr. Negative hot location. Now I am addicted. It's a very fun list, Japan. I honestly just like Sandman and Ramp. They're doing well on turn 5 wave. Yep, turn 5 wave, very similar effect ball. And then do you leader after that, or do you have your Dr. Doom? Been running tempo wave to great success as a counter meta deck. The wave being able to just to stop all multi-card combos on the final turn is pretty solid. I think if I try to play a different deck, I will break down and cry. You're just going to be expecting to top deck all of the same ramp cards, right, Japan? I've definitely had that happen. Mysterio turn 5. Kitty Jeff keeps letting me farm Sandman for the cubes. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the Squirrel Finisher. Who would have thought? I'll go Master Mold. Jeff is pay to win. Confirmed. Confirmed. Kitty deck has Killmonger, Sarah, Shuri, Zabu, and the Doom. Nice, Scorpion. Sandman Ramp is a very solid deck. It's true. Alright, get this out of my hand. Get Coulson down because you negated some of my card draw, and we'll create those cards instead. But yeah, Sandman Ramp just doing great work right now. Into Wave. So you're going to play Galactus on me, and I don't have my Cosmo on me. I left my Cosmo in my other pants. Will the Dream Dimension? Black Panther Zola? Now that's a name I haven't heard in quite some time. So is it... It's going to be a 16-hour Panther. I could catch him with the Drax for 8 points, or I could set up Mystique off of the Devil Dinosaur for 10. And then I have these guys working in tandem. I just need to be able to win here if he Zolas. Wave into the Panther. With the Black Widow? I'm not getting a good read onto what the opponent is playing. Jeff is my only Series 5 pull. Will be the best pull of my account's lifespan. I guarantee it. Alexander, I hope you get him. I think mostly like Sandman right now for the Galactus matchup, which is insanely common. If you can hit them with the Sandman leader on the Galactus square, you can make him pretty mad. Ooh, that is satisfying, Japan. That sounds incredibly satisfying. Let my Cosmo in my other pants is to pick up the bar. Why wave there and not on T5? Jokaro? Asking the questions that we really want to know the answers to. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think the opponent knows what they're doing. But if they Zola, then I win on mid. And whatever I just want to be able to win on right now. So it's like Sentinel plus Drax. Because if they add 16, that takes them up to 21. This is 21. It would be a tie. Is there a better combo to play? I don't think so. I could add 6 by doing this to 18. Yeah, the Sentinel is good at 5 power because it keeps the Mysterio or the Mystique fed. And then the Drax, if he procs, is even better. I think this is what it is. Here's the Zola. Into tie, and then once we're in the tie territory, the Devil Dino carries us. Yep.
Wakanda forever.
Wait, we're missing 2? We're missing 2. Did I not calculate the Drax, making the Mystique smaller? I thought we were fine. Is that a Cosmo in your pants, or are you just trying to block me from abilities? Hi Evo comes out on Monday night, right? Seems like it's taking forever. Yes, Dio, Monday night. I mean, we've got just stacked card releases this entire month. But we need to play something besides this deck. I'm going insane over here. Maybe just some other good cards, Dino. High Evo week will be fun. It's going to be wild. Been stuck in the mid-90s for 2 days. What's a good deck to climb to infinite with? Ooh, Kato Guided. So the free-to-play account made it with Discard MODOK, Dracula, The main account made it with Negative Galactus of all things, but right now just really good decks are like good card Dino, Stature, and then Ramp. Ramp in the current meta is pretty popular with how many people are trying to run Sarah. Hit Infinite with discard as well. There we go. Japan chiming in as well. Japan, very competitive player, by the way, if you guys are looking for advice. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to what we can build, Paul, with High Evo Week. Have I watched Fast X, Teddy? Do I like the franchise? The only Fast and the Furious, I've seen probably all of the first 4 Fast and the Furious movies across 20 different sittings because they were constantly on TV. After that, I haven't kept up with the series. I'm not a true fan. I don't really watch them. But I have seen so many different instances of like clips from them that I think I could piece together the first 4 movies. My advice is to buy pixel variants. Don't... Japan, I was just building you up, and then he's like, I don't want this credibility. Smack, smack, smack.
Aid my hand.
Other people excited for High Evo, meanwhile, me looking forward to Living Tribunal. PRG, Living Tribunal also seems very intriguing. I'm just not sure where I'm going to be able to fit him in. With the Sentinel, I'm just like between Ronin or Devil Dino. I don't know which it is. I'm going to go Dino. Listen to Japan, don't listen to Japan. Teddy says listen, Japan says don't. Devil Dino hits. Do we stay up? Ah. Then you play the Ombaku, your Cerebro 2s. Wonderful. I think you're still losing on mid. And then after I do something like this, I think you're still going to be losing on left as well. What if it is Cerebro plus the Mystique? That's a lot of power on mid if it's both. Plus 16 into 24. No, I still get it. But by 1. I will beat them by 1 point if they Cerebro plus Mystique. And then they won't have the ability to win on Ruins either. Yes, we got it. Okay. All right, Japan. Dracula Iron Man with a living T. Dracula Iron Man with a living T. Ooh, Josh, now you're cooking. Dracula Iron Man with a living T. It's a little risky because you have to get the Iron Man flushed out, right? But it gives you a good card progression on 4 and 5, still being able to develop a very powerful card while your turn 6 play is the Living Tribunal. How do you make sure? Electro Modok Hela Living T? I think Hela, if you hit Hela, wins anyway. Hela doesn't need Living T, right? Like how often when you hit the Hela combo do you care if like your power was equalized? What if it was, you can run like a high tempo Colleen Wing in there on 2, which thins the low side of your deck, maybe forces a Wolverine to the board, maybe puts Swarm on the board, and then you scale up into dropping another couple cheap cards because on turn 3, 4 is Dracula, 5 is Iron Man, 6 is Living T. I think the Dracula Zoo deck might actually be a good one to go to. We'll get the Quinjet. We'll get the Sentinel. I keep saying we're going to play a different deck, and then I keep queuing up. I'm addicted to pressing play next game. That's what I'm really addicted to. People think they're addicted to Snap. They're just addicted to seeing bigger numbers and play next game. I really like my 1-3 Sentinel here, but I think it's actually time for Crystal. Ah, but they're discard. They cut the Giganto. They are Hela. I don't want to give them extra card draw. I'm not crazy. There's going to be Devil Dino instead of Ronin if they are discarding all of their good stuff, and then it's just Silver Surfer for tempo. Then Then we get the Sentinel back to hand. We can play Devil Dino. For nothing. Good old 3-point Surfer. Jubilee pulls Kitty. Bounces back. Good gosh. Alright. Devil Dino me. Chat, we're gonna have to call where the Hella drops to be able to set up Cosmo. Like a Vision. So they're gonna happily play Hella just to return the Giganta, right? Interesting. I could play... I feel like I could keep up. If I play Mystique to be able to clip on, and then I play... I can play Cosmo to try, or I could play Sentinel and Agent 13. I was going to go Sentinel Agent 13 there. Just want to know which spider is going to be S4. That sounds so good. 1 spider for Season Pass. 2 Spideys for 3K. Very affordable. Yes, Simon. It's going to be the most affordable battle pass in forever. You could actually have enough tokens to get them all in 1 season. Easily. I have a feeling that 2099 has to be the Series 5 one, which puts Spider Ham at 3K. That's like the steal of all card release steals. What about Galactus Living Tribunal? Ansage. What about it? Oh, I do have a Mr. Negative deck. Let's play some Negative Crystal. Negative Crystal. How do we round you out? So Negative Crystal, does it also play Devil Dino? I think it does. We could cut. Ooh. Cut Bishop. Run Crystal. Then cut what for Devil D? Basically the idea is that like Devil Dino is just our backup plan. We have support for him in the Mystique, and we have support for him in Crystal, giving us the extra card draw. I like the Jubilee. It could be cut Hawk. Hawk doesn't have any support here. So at the 0-4 stat line, he doesn't need support. Then we run... Where are you, Devil? There you are. Oh, but we could run my better variant on the main account. Let's hop over to the main account. No, log out. Yeah, I definitely got out the Bishop. Alright, we'll see if we can get a Crystal Negative list going. But with access to all my normal set of cards. Guys, it's the PC widescreen. It goes haywire whenever you try and sign out, sign in. It decides to skew itself like 300 pixels to the right. There we go. Now it's back. Okay. Oh, but now my deck tracker is going to be screwed. Alright, start him again. I love this. So fun. So engaging. Play me. We'll run Crystal Negative for a little bit, and then we'll do our viewer battle. Spider Ham counters a Galactus. Yeah, Spider Ham counters like everything in the meta right now. Name one deck in the meta that's fine to see Spider Ham. It's Thanos, and that's it. It's really good. PC widescreen when? I know, Urko. They keep saying that they're working on it. At this point, I don't see why it's taking them so long. Okay, I must have a negative already built. Pride to the Moon. Nope, that's my Moon Girl Pride deck. Fury Returns. Voided Victory. Lad Patriot. Good cards, Laddie. Iron Ramp. Surfer Lad. Saturate. Collecting Wings. Doom. Sauron. Oh, it's the negative Galactus. I don't necessarily want to kill this deck yet, but sure. Cut you. Cut you. You. All the destroy. It's gone. Building with a fresh slate. And then set me up here. There we go. Negative Galactus. Put this on the tracker. Dude, PC is so finicky now. What do we like adding in? Fast. That was a quick add. Jubilee. I mean, maybe I don't need the Jubilee. I do kind of like Super Scroll right now. Then we're playing Crystal because that's what we're shooting to see if we can make work. Devil Dino because he's just good. Negative Ronin. All right. Unfortunately, this way we get the cool. Now we get the cool Devil Dino variant, but not the cool Ronin variant. The Ironheart. Ironheart is a nice little on-reveal splash. And it's okay to play on tempo. Good with the Bast. One more card. If I'm running the Super Scroll, I don't really need the Rogue. Baron Mordo, just to be able to clip on to Ronin. It's another proactive 2-cost. Sure. Baron Mordo. There you are. I mean, wouldn't like Master Mold be better? Because it's a 2/2. Master Mold would be better, but I don't own Master Mold on this account. I can't believe it. We switched to the main account and we actually got handicapped based on my collection. Negative Ronin, Booter. We're going for it. I think Negative Ronin might be good. I mean, if he's inverted, he is good. If he's not inverted, then he's terrible. Ironheart up to a 4-cost. Okay, okay. So I've got actually nothing to do right now. Keep waiting. Because then I'll play Crystal, and then I'll play Devil D, and then I will play Mystique, and that's it. This could be fun. I sure hope so. Otherwise, we're just wasting our time. Viewers spike as soon as we start building this. Let's go. Knocking Sarah out of their own hand. Devil Dino out of mine. That's fine. I was going to play Ronin anyway, but your discard. Alright, we draw. There's a Mr. Negative. We're up against discard, guys. We can't go Ronin. This is like a hard loss. They're conspiring against us. Here's the thing. If I negative, I could draw Iron Man. It's 1 in 3 that we get the Iron Man here. Ronin no good against MODOK, exactly. We hit the counter matchup immediately. Who says it's a conspiracy theory that is deck-based matchmaking? It's definitely deck-based matchmaking. I've had a couple situations where it happened. It must be true. Crystal just kind of nice with Mr. Negative here, and looking at Zabu as well, meaning that you can like cycle to be able to find the negative a little bit more consistently. They lose their Hela? They lose their Hela? Aww. I get the Morbius, and I've had 1 card discarded, so honestly it's like okay to be able to play. It's all so bad. Retreat later. If only negative Iron Man. If only.
Escaped.
We were close. I think it was worth trying for. I need an Iron Man variant, guys. I really want variants for all of like the starter cards. Especially the ones that I'm still playing. Thank goodness we have a cool Cyclops to be able to rock when we get high Evo out. I'm saving up a ton of boosters or credits right now to be able to start leveling all the cards that I get around high Evo. Because I think that we have a cool... Sure, I'll Bast. I think we have a cool Abomination as well, which is going to be awesome for high Evo. Who else is like excited for high Evo, if only to be able to run variants for the no ability cards that you've been keeping but never playing? I mean, at this point, Patriot isn't even using a lot of these cards there. Patriot is just using cards that generate other cards. The token spawners. I'll go Zabu. I'll clone a 2/3 Zabu in a heartbeat. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And then I will clone a 2/3 Psylocke to be able to rush into Ronin, and I will clone a Ronin because with the cloning bats, you keep a very large hand size. You're gonna clone Wasp? I guess so. I mean, a free one. Never seen an Iron Man variant in my shop forever since the game dropped. Man, I know, Grizzly. It hurts. All right, there we go. We got the negative down, and heck, I got the Ronin to the board as well. Come on. There we go. We snapped to that. This feels amazing. Turn 3 negative alongside Ronin on cloning vats. Something, countdown to the long weekend. Ooh, Mr. Riso. Is it a long weekend? What's the holiday? Just got the Iron Man Dan hip in the shop, and you bought it. Mystical Being, nice, nice. Yeah, I need one. Zip zap. Victoria Day, nice, nice. Mr. Negative comes across. You're playing Wasp, Magneto, Sunspot, so you are like a Lockjaw something. I have to imagine. Give me... I mean, I could play Devil Dinosaur, right? I could play the Devil Dino 2 cloning vats, no less. Or I could play like Zabu, Psylocke, and get extra monies. Always want those extra monies. Don't fill up cloning vats just yet. Oh, she does die. That's a loss. Cards you don't play but have cool variants for. Yeah, Booter. I'm curious what people have got. How many credits have I saved up? Not enough, not yet. I don't think Super Scroll is going to be all that special for us. 6 energy. They're not going to run ongoing synergies. 5 cards in deck. I mean, if you keep playing to the cloning vats, my Ronin is going to celebrate. But I feel like it's maybe it's supposed to be Devil Dino. I need something in Danger Room that stays on the board. This is my problem. It's so cool inverted. I love it. Unfortunately, if I click on it big, right, it's not inverted anymore. I'll play the cloning vats. I sold myself. You have the Gilio Ricon variant for Giganto. Nice, Booter, nice. They're just hitting everything good. Well, the Jubilee pull on the Wasp, not so special. At least when she was 0 power, we got the value out of the ability and not the body. That's what I was hoping for. The 3-2 Baron. Oh, man. So, how many points is this? It's 5, 9. It's 13. No. No. I thought we were better than this. You do have to say they got a very good high roll going. Out of the Project Pegasus, it could betray them. Well, I'll see it. He's probably gonna Magneto. Okay. And Magneto's enough because my Devil Dino goes down, even though my Ronin goes up. Yeah. The clone Magneto. Fair enough. I'm tempted. Master Wolf for 3k. No, we have to stay strong. We have so many token purchases in the future. Don't do it. Purple and gold Wakanda suit isn't bad, but it still looks basic. Haven't seen the Iron Man variant that exists. Yeah, the purple and gold suit is pretty cool. So is the one where he's like flying amongst the missiles and he's firing down at it. You guys know the one. This hand signal must make it explicitly clear as to which one I'm talking about. What's the dino deck that I was climbing with? Well, I was climbing with the good cards Laddie one, but if you drop Lad, you still have a good list. You're not married to running the Lad. Let's see. My decks. Good cards Laddie. Image. And this is my good cards Dino deck right now. It's in some of my videos. Unpinned Master Mold. I had him pinned expecting the Hawk drop to try out that deck and was going to buy now, but I left him in the ether. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but yeah, that's what happened, Booter. So they go Electro. I'm going to give up Kiln here. Just go for the inverted cards and then win through Iron Man. So we're going to have something that is not ongoing to be able to win on Isle of Silence. Ugh, how do we even find that? I don't generate any points outside of ongoing cards. Sandman? Well. Iron Lad is really good. I need to buy it. Mystical Being, it is really good. I don't know about need to buy it.
Opponent snapped.
I would hang in there, but
Escape.
they generate all my points through ongoing, and then Isle of Silence shuts us up. Quite literally. Quite literally, it shuts us up. TVA. I don't love it. I could maybe rush for a Ronin? I don't know. We do not have good early tempo. You have enough to be able to get Iron Lad and Living Tribunal? Sounds pretty good. I guess I'll Zabu here. Get the +5.
Opponent snapped.
Fine. Isle of Silence and then TVA. Well,
Escape.
sometimes the locations don't go your way. The opponent pushed their luck. And they got us. The worst thing about them reducing the availability of some bad locations that others now show up more often. They're all connected. It is all a conjoined economy of the locations. It'll be nice to see like continued location changes because yeah, it can be pretty frustrating. Ironheart for 5. I guess that's something. Up against a movement deck, we have to be able to beat it, so I'll put my money where my mouth is, and there goes Fisk Tower into a turn 3 Mr. Negative, the best high roll we could get. I can go negative, and then I can play Crystal to be able to draw an additional negated card. Here we go. How about just only one negative location? Yeah, can we please get that Alexander? Please? You get the Nightcrawler. Didn't want to punch him around, I guess. I think that they are a bot. I think that we have found ourselves up against a bot. What do we want to sacrifice to Vormir? Maybe a Baron Mordo, maybe a Zabu. This is real bot mentality on them. You don't have to give bots to infinite players. We're just here we're here for the challenge. I guess I could sacrifice my Crystal as well. 3 power. That's about as low as I'm going to make off any of these cards. I'll go Crystal. Would rather draw a better card. I mean, it's the dream hand to go negative on 3, Crystal on 4. Forge? Sure. What is a negative location? Depending on cards, a location can shine or stink. It's one that's like overly restrictive, I think is what people are thinking of. But it's true, you get into a little bit of an esoteric discussion as to what a negative location truly is. Super Scroll or Zabu? I think it's just the Scroll. This deck is so weird, I love it. Forever, it's interesting. I think if I was able to run Master Mold instead of Baron Mordo, it would be a little bit better, but yeah, I'm liking it so far. I got the cloak on us. There's a Craven. Alright. We definitely hit the right card order on this one. I'm sure if I asked the devs to name negative locations, some would come up to their mind. No, the devs defend their locations to the death, my friend. The devs wouldn't even think of one negative location. They're just like, oh, they just all affect the game in such interesting and unique ways. Watch, they're gonna play Heimdall here. And then just massacre Nightcrawler Craven. Devil Dino is only for 7 points. I think it's still the best we've got. How would I update that Good Cards Dino deck for the new meta? That Good Cards Dino deck for the new meta? I mostly wouldn't. It seems like that Good Cards Dino deck gets the job done.
Victory.
I mean, you could cut if you're not running Iron Lad, you cut him, and then you have the freedom to be able to cut out the Korg Rockslide Hawk package as well, to be able to run other control elements. You could even bring in like Nick Fury. Nick Fury is okay. Doctor Doom seems like he's slightly less important now, but he's still very good. I don't know, I still like the list overall though. Just trading Iron Lad for like Shang-Chi or Enchantress looks pretty good. Yep. Yeah, if they high mill, they all die. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the bot to do it. The bots sometimes will. Like the Psycho plays. Alright, so in this case, I get the Bast early. We have the Crystal. I can play Crystal next on 3 to be able to fish, to be able to find negative to play him by 4. Or at least hope that we do. Because by then we will have seen Yondu, Herald of Galactus. Alright, so that thins our deck even more. 7 cards left in the deck. Danger Room. This is where we go Zabu. Try and stay high tempo. Unfortunately, we don't have any answer for Galactus. But just like thinking about draw order. Oh, you're just destroy? Okay, maybe there's something else. Okay, there are 5 cards in deck. Without Yondu, there would be 6. That means we've already seen half our deck at this point, so we had a 50% chance of being able to find the negative. Now when I play the Crystal, we'll be able to see 2 more cards by the time the final turn comes, turn 4 comes up, which is where we'd really want to be able to establish negative by. Yeah, they're just straight destroy. And with Angel, no less. And we still don't get it? Alright, so without Yondu, there would have been 4 cards in deck. So that gives you a 2/3 chance of finding negative by turn 4. That actually feels pretty good. Now, is it better than just running Jubilee, who would have actually played the Ronin and not given the opponent card draw? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Super Scroll versus Null. Honestly, that does keep us in pace, doesn't it? If you're able to find the negative and then get an inverted Iron Man and Super Scroll their Null, you could stay in the game. You might struggle to bounce on Galactus. Bounce is going to be hard to match. Negative. I don't know. We could stay in matchups, but not be super happy in them. I will go Ironheart, I guess. Yeah, not finding negative here is a pain. Hey, somebody actually brave enough to play the Sabretooth. I love that Destruction now is running Sabretooth. They're like, what can we replace if we're not going to be playing Wave? It's Sabretooth. Fun stuff. I got them the Crystal draw. Maybe Ronin is going to be good for it. Bucky Carnage. There he is. For the dud final draw. Well. It would be like Devil Dino here. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Snowguard just hit the shop again. She should be 1k, not 6k. I don't see anyone playing this dang card. No, Grizzly, nobody is. And neither should you. It is not good. Just death. Just death gets us. There's a cool Dino Few. It's my favorite. This guy's awesome. Alright, let's set up our raffle. The Friday afternoon raffle. Josh was our previous competitor. I should write down on my to-do list. Set up the chat versus Teddy win record. Since we've been keeping track, Teddy is 1, chat 0. Who is going to be our next competitor? Complete this one. Start this one. Exclamation point, pick me in the chat, spacebar, number between 1 and 100 to be entered in to be chat's next champion to face me in a friendly battle here live at the end of the stream. Best of luck to everybody. Everybody can enter. Anyone can win. Carry the torch of chat's pride forward. Best of luck to all contestants. One of my favorite parts of the stream is getting to play with you guys. We're going to keep on trying to find more ways to get to do stuff like this. And it keeps me in tournament shape, which is awesome. So bring the heat. Tournament at the end of the month for me. I want to be in best possible fighting shape. We go. Honestly, with negative viable next turn already, I'll just play Baron Mordo. And they go Bishop, so your bounce. The beautiful gold Bishop. That was awesome. Just gotta call it out if it's there. I'll go negative here. Super Scroll, probably not finding any purchase. Saying Friday afternoon when it's 10 p.m. here just reminds me of how much a pain it is to set up simul watches with the Australian and American friends at the same time. Yes, Simon Cleric, it is a pain. The English-speaking nations are scattered to the winds. I mean, just like the multiple time zones all across America is rough to be able to coordinate. Like, but yeah, I was doing when I did coordinations with Raj Tronic for Snap. He's in Ireland, all the way across the Atlantic. That was nightmarish. Jay, play with Kitty. I love bounce. I've been having trouble with the card space to make the correct choices cards. Jay, I've got a video on it. I don't think we're gonna get to it this stream. But if you want to be able to see my decision making in bounce, you can always check out our video. Try to keep the content fresh and relevant for you guys. That is the only streamer I've ever watched in my time zone, so it's odd for me in the opposite reason. There we go, Alexander. You know, it's hard to be able to find the right time because I am balancing all at once, like when different demographics would be free of the English-speaking world. So I'm catching like late evening for Europe, and I'm catching lunch break across all of the United States is what I'm trying to do. But then I'm also weighing that against a lot of people, like my primary audience is in America, and they primarily show up for streams in the evening, so I'm kind of missing that. And then I'm also a small fish in the Snap pond, so I'm trying to stay out of the way of the other like bigger streamers. And then, of course, foolishly pitting my stream up against when Jeff is streaming. I start when Jeff and Harry are going, and then I end when Ocean Mud is picking up, and sometimes Dexter, sometimes Molt. That's probably more than anybody in chat cared to hear about the streaming time zone choices, but there you have it. A little bit of how the sausage is made. Collector and Bounce. Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane is an awesome bounce choice. I had not considered that. Trying the Dino deck, stuck in the 70s, can't get traction. Brent, best of luck. That Dino deck is very good. Watching live from Paris, France. Xavier, the international chat showing up. I love to hear it. Support from you guys is awesome. You have 4 cards in hand. That's not going to be the case for long. They're going to play all of them. I think we just die here. Who watches Jeff? I mean, obviously, if you're watching this stream, you don't watch Jeff, but about 10 people watch Jeff to every one of you guys. Actually, that's not true. It's closer to 20. About 20 people to every one of you guys watches Jeff. Mind-boggling, right? Hooglandia. Hooglandia. At least I don't sound as irritating as Jeff. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Thank you. Jeff is a brilliant deck builder. I enjoy watching his deck ideas, but I try to keep a different vibe here on the channel. Checking my head. Opponents spamming emotes after District X win is not even your deck. They must have just been feeling it. If you're still on the climb, sometimes people start spamming if, like, you know, they just got to win and they've been on a losing streak. I'll give a lot of people a pass when I'm climbing up when they start spamming, because, like, I don't know what kind of milestone they just reached with the cubes after having faced me. But when you're like infinite and you're spamming for what seems like a dumb reason, it's like just kind of shaking my head. They go Pride. Another Kitty, and they get Kitty right away. All right, let's choose our victor. Mystical Being. Let's go. Mystical Being, congratulations. You have won yet again. I believe we have faced several times before. Bring the heat, you know the drill. Leave the battle code in the chat, and we will get set up. Pull me out of this bounce shenanigan. Heck. Alright, we got the best. It's going to be negative next turn. I think I just Baron Mordo here. Not me again. You entered, Mystical Being. You asked for this. Because binge, unless you're, I've only banned like one person, and they came out explicitly asking for it. They're negative, kitty? No, no, say it isn't so. What in the world? They're negative, kitty. All right. I will Ronin. I think I will Ronin. I don't have space to be able to Mystique Blitz Crystal. Well, now I do because of the magic. Austin, hopefully we get a match in. Guys, if you hang out on the Discord, there's a shot that you can just get a matchup outside of stream as well. But of course, on stream is where, you know, all the pride and bragging rights comes to. That's where it really counts. I think Super Scroll like might just casually win us the match. Hold on. I say that. Then do I want to be able to Mystique the Super Scroll? Is that the secret sauce? If they're negative, but they're also Kitty. Kitty could just be in tandem to negative, or they could be also running powerful ongoing synergies. Nah, we'll do this. Where did this bass come from? Daily Bugle? No, this one came from Daily Bugle. Fascinating. Ah! Let's go. So it is Iron Man, Super Scroll, Iron Heart. The alternative is, I think it's actually Crystal instead of Super Scroll. We don't know. They haven't shown anything that tells us we should play the Super Scroll. So we do this, we do this, we do this. This draw for us buffs Mystique and Devil Dino. And it buffs our Ronin because they're drawing. That sounds amazing. Need to change the pace, and the Dino deck is doing work. Alexander, great to hear. It's a solid list. It punches. It punches up very well. I'm glad it's working for you. And it's like, it's the comfort food of Snap. Everybody played Dino in Series 2. A lot of people moved away from him. Being able to come back, just it feels comforting. We can say Crystal is a good play. Booter, I break the rules here routinely. Crystal here is an incredible play. I'm gonna go Bishop. They also have the Iron Man, of course. Well, I'm gonna eat my words on the value of that Super Scroll, hey? Come on. Oh. No, the blue marble for 46, and then the Mystique on the blue. Can you imagine what the Super Scroll would have been able to do for us? Yeah, Mystical Being bringing the heat. Guys, we failed so hard. Super Scroll would have single-handedly won the match, taking on the power of the Mystique, the power of the Blue Marvel, and the power of this Iron Man. It would have been lights out. It would have been hilariously OP. And instead I played Crystal. The famous, like, the comedic timing of them, like, they haven't shown anything that Super Scroll would be good. Coming into the final turn, Iron Man, Mystique, Blue Marvel. Yep, chat tried to warn me. Chat would have saved me. Is Crystal better than Moon Girl, even with the Ronin? Oh, yeah. I don't think Mr. Negative really wants Moon Girl. Because, like, yes, you want to be able to create duplicates of your inverted cards, but normally your hand size is pretty large and unwieldy. It's very unlikely to be able to get the good duplications that you want, because the cards at the left side of your hand are going to be the ones that cost real energy, right? So to be able to keep it thin, to then be able to make sure that Moon Girl is duplicating the inverted cards is quite the challenge. Let's go Mr. Negative over here.
Wind, aid my hand.
Storm. Storm it, man. What are you playing? I'll go Super Scroll. And hope that you play something that's ongoing eventually. Iron Land. Alright, what's this gonna be? Waha! Shang-Chi? Okay. Well, we know they have control. There's Crystal.
Opponent snapped.
Now they're ahead on left. I can go Ronan, Mystique, Crystal. 4 cards in your hand. Maybe we've got a shot. Oh, you're thinking of the last deck? Haven't caught up. Had word call for a while. Forgot that we were playing negative now. Thanks for the explanation. You're good, Joe Carl. You're good. Crystal might actually have been worth playing for IM. Maybe. Hey, Matthew Lee. Thank you for the subscription, mate. Thank you. Alright, here's the thing. If they... Do they only play the one card? Or do they get trapped? Like, if they just play Shang-Chi, they're pretty guaranteed. They really want to see if they would do it or not. Because if they play 2 cards, then my Ronin shrinks underneath the, what's the Spider-Man noise? I don't know what re-triggered the Spider-Man noise. But the Ronin will shrink underneath the Shang-Chi-able range. But I don't have a way to be able to get back into Flooded, so I think I have to retreat.
Escaped.
Mary Jane triggers the Spider-Man noise. No, don't talk about the noise. Just makes me think of that scene where where her head cracks the pavement. Alright, Mystical, throw me the code. Or I guess wait for me to finish this match. The web shooters? I was thinking the one where he's diving down to save her. And then he doesn't. Altar of Death. Iron Man on Quantum Realm could be quite nice. Let's let Baron... No, let's let Crystal die. I'm sorry I chat about this deck, don't hate me. You're fine. And then we get the Baron, they get the Enchantress. Yes. Honestly, that's incredible for us, because then our Devil Dino is free to roam. Devil me now? Or do I go Iron... Oh, Iron Man now. I mean, the Enchantress is out. This is really good for us. Now I've got to start thinking, what do I want to run for the friendly battle? Got some picks. Can't wait to see what Mystical Being is bringing with that comment. Will all be unveiled soon enough. Want to see how this deck works playing same person? Yeah. Alright. I'll Devil Dino. Hold on. Or is it going to be better for me to Ronin? It might be better for me to Ronin with the way this hand is playing out. Playing out pretty thin. Is that a Crossbones hat that we're wearing? It's a Punisher. Punisher logo. Yeah, it's probably a Sarah deck, but they didn't set up Sarah, so... So how do I win another lane? Super Scroll Ironheart. Devil Dino just for a couple points. Play it down mid. Where are they going to play? They do play on right. No, should have played on mid. Shuri. Plus Lizard. Yeah, Devil Dino on mid would have won. Wow. Wow. I thought they were just going to keep on playing to Dark Dimension. That was my bet. Have a deck link? Nope. This one we just brewed up. There we go. We've got 5,000 credits. All right. I'm ready, Mystical. Thank you. Friendly battle. Take me in and join me up. Paste this in. Like Jeff Miracle something? Could play Sauron Tempo. We could play the version that was running Nick Fury. Definitely not playing any more Crystal. That's for sure. We could also try the new Surfer Destroy. Let's try this one with the Nick Fury. Here we go. Best of luck, Mystical Being. This guy just destroyed my Lockjaw lane and I flipped into Shang. Ooh. Nice. In we go. That's a great opening for us. That's a great opening for us. I'll Agent 13. We'll snap around the mid game here. It's like a good battle deck with the Coulson and the Fury. Exactly the... Oh no. As soon as I got excited as soon as I saw the Orca and then immediately Central Park to be able to temper my excitement. I'll go Hood. Let's see what all the locations are. Get a little bit more information, but I mean, Devil Dino coming in on the last turn to Onslaught Citadel sounds pretty fantastic. Daredevil? Alright. Throne Room. Let's put Bishop on mid here. And then Moon Girl for 2 Devil Dinos is pretty fantastic. What else are we going to get out of, in terms of information for his list? Daredevil could be Guardians, could be Location Denial, could be Galactus. Galactus actually had a great tournament finish in one of the bigger tournaments. Pretty surprising outcome. A lot of people thought that Galactus wouldn't be able to go the distance if the opponent understands that is your deck. Professor X maybe, Professor X. We'll have to be careful. We want to go high tempo on turn 5 then probably against Location Denial. Straight into Wave. If you're going to go straight into Wave, then I should probably play my Devil Dino. Is that the Jeff Galactus deck? I love that one. We'll see. Oh, he's going to Destroyer. And now he opens up the board for a potential Galactus. Fascinating. I'm not going to be able to beat him at the Throne Room. But we can go Nick Fury here. Then we will not draw, but that's okay. Oh, the deck that did well in the tourney? Yeah, I think so. The Jeff Galactus. He doesn't have an energy cheat to be able to get the Galactus down, though. But he could just go Taskmaster. With the Galactus up at 30, it's going to be pretty hard to stop. I'm not going to snap until I see if he has Taskmaster or not. Looks like not. Giganto?
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Quinjet goes. Ooh. Do you run the control? Or not? Probably he does, but let's see it. We'll pay the cubes early to know what he was running. He does have the Shang-Chi. Alright. I wonder if it is Galactus. I feel like it might be. Has to be Shang or Enchantress? Yeah. Alright, now we've picked up our info. Quantum Realm. It's a nice little hood pick-me-up. I bet it is Galactus too. We don't have very much that answers the Galactus. It's not great for us. Unless Nick Fury pulls up something. Yeah, some sort of Galactus deck. No, blocking out the Super Flow. Alright, I think I want Bishop here. Or do I want Beast to be able to return the hood? The Bishop getting the extra +1, not that important. I think I will... But scaling at the Quantum Realm is very nice. Alright, we'll go Beast here. Would it be fun if it's just a Destroyer deck like old times? Yeah. But I think it has to run the Galactus.
Opponent snapped.
Everything makes sense that it runs the Galactus. The Super Flow showing up. I don't know, but I mean, at what points do we push if he's just going to be snapping on us? Our deck doesn't really run good answers to Galactus. Dino deck without Mystique? Yep. I don't like running Mystique if there's only one target. Wallace Sum, do you run Mystique when there's only one target? This is nice for us because we're able to keep on generating value. Agent 13 creating a card, Agent Coulson, Nick Fury creating all the cards that we want. No card to destroy, of course. Negasonic. Nice. Swap the positions of each location. I'll still set up the Zabu. We're gonna play Coulson next. Previously, yes. Fascinating. Lechigilia. I mean, I don't really care if I draw rocks. It doesn't matter. If he has Null or Death, that's pretty good for him. Yeah, it's really good for him. But if he doesn't, it's really good for us. Also, if we can time Negasonic and Iron Man. Fascinating. Okay, so he is up to 5 energy. I can Rock Slide for the points. I want to be able to stay ahead in terms of tempo. And then be able to drop Negasonic in a way that catches one of his big cards. Right? Yeah. So... He'll be able to Galactus on 5. As long as I'm ahead at that lane, I can play the Negasonic. Problem is I don't have other... I can play Negasonic Rock Slide together, so we preserve that combo. So I play Bishop now, and I will play it here, and then I will scale it with the Rock. Okay, we have a plan. We have a plan, we'll stick to it. You want rocks for the Dino? Yeah, being able to draw is good for the Dino. Okay, still could be the Galactus. Oh, now the webbing moves. Interesting. The webbing moves. Okay, so is he going to Galactus on mid? I can Devil Dino right now. And then next turn would be like Nick Fury. I feel good. 3 cards in hand. Iron Man better than the Dino? Is it? If I play Nick Fury, no? I'm not sure. We'll see. It's pretty close. Iron Man plus the Negasonic is good. Because of there we go. Alright, we draw blood. We draw blood on the Lamentis. Lamentis up against Galactus when he has Null and Death in the deck. Maybe just didn't draw it. It really does depend on what he has. Round 4. Oh yeah, we run Iceman. I feel like there has to be something better than Iceman to run in the list, but let's harass him a little bit. Maybe we can hit Electro or Wave so that he's not able to set them up when he wants. Just be a little bit annoying if possible. Asgard. I'd love to get the draw. You don't go too hard on just continually using the Iceman effect, but you play it a little bit. Slow him down. Stegron could be an amazing answer here, right? Is it bounce the hood to get the demon? And then play like demon hood, demon hood? but we can tail whip somebody into where he plays Galactus. I wish you could change decks in the middle of the friendly battles. But, no. That would be a completely different game mode, Brent, right? The idea of the friendly battle is that you get this continuous matchup. That's most of the point. We'll set up the bishop and then I'll play Hood again. Then I won't draw, but I think that's okay. Unless I win on Asgard. Would you like just to have a side deck? Like you could trade out a couple cards? A side deck I think would be interesting. Not a full change out, but a side deck. Like 4 cards. You could have 4 tech cards to be able to bring in. Like once you get into high stakes rounds, you could go to your side deck and make 2 substitutions. What about that? High stakes rounds brings up a window, make 2 substitutions, you each can make changes, and then you go back in. That would be a very fun version. You can Moon Girl on Luke's bar so that it doesn't bounce back on T6. Oh yes. Oh yes we can. I could also make Fury if I want a little bit more punch. Or I can just use Stegron to be able to do something crazy. Who knows? Who knows what kind of madness play I'm going to make? I don't even know. There's the Galactus. It feels early. Turn 4? Oh, because of Titan. It is very early. I didn't have anything that I could Stegron. I thought that was going to be my counter. This is a nightmare. He didn't destroy anything, though. Null is, nothing. Null is 0. Death is full price. Not that I have very much power here. You can just like Spider-Man.
I still believe in heroes.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Alright, chat. How? Yeah, null is null. Null returns null. How does he make 6 points? He has to be able to make 6 points. Oh, he just plays Destroyer. He can't just play Destroyer. I think I have to retreat.
Escaped.
Battle mode Galactus. I asked for it, Govu. I asked for it. We're starting to keep track of Teddy versus chat, so I asked for a tough matchup. And honestly, it feels good for me to run into Galactus if I'm thinking of running a similar list in a tournament. Because after Galactus had a good tournament finish, I think it's going to be more interesting to some people just bringing it. If they think that their opponents don't run any kind of answer. We'll go... I'll go Zabu. But here's the problem. If I fill up the raft... he just Galactus is right there, and then he wins. Because I'm going to be filled out. It's like you can't go for the raft up against this kind of deck. You have to play something else. Like Zabu here. Beast it on 4. I could beast it on 4. Camartage. Let's see if we can get away with it. With the beast to open it back up. So here we would be able to play something plus beast next turn. Pick it up. I think an energy cheat. There's the Electro. Didn't play it on Camartage. And then he dies. Even better for them. Great, great. So this will pick them all up. But I won't draw. I'll just get the 6 cost. I don't think I can get him to work consistently. So many things can screw that deck up. I was excited to buy Galactus a month ago. After playing with him a few times, I'm already fed up with him. I always wanted to have it in the collection. Grizzly Knight got him in the collection. He is a fun list. If you have Nimrod, then I think that he gets... Whoa. Oh. What is this? What is this little gem? And then you wave... No, but he has initiative. Cat, they stole initiative from us. We won't be able to do it. Where do we think they Galactus? Is it on Camartage or the Raft? I think he plays to Camartage to be able to destroy an extra card. So, I will play Nick Fury over here. You imagine if they tried to Galactus the Raft with a weak Galactus Camartage. Hey, Teddy Ninja, is Thanos worth buying right now or another Series 6 worth more than him? If so, which one? Axel, Thanos is king. Thanos is my top recommendation right now, though if you have the patience, I would wait until Monday evening. Wow, he went for it. I'm surprised he went mid. But there we go. Unfortunately, we lose our Nick Fury there, but we gain a Devil Dino. How are you guys all discounted? Oh, Beast. Of course, Beast. If I can play you, just for a nice set of points. And then I can play... Sure, Collector. But yeah, it's my Thanos is my top recommendation, but if you can wait, you can see how High Evolutionary tests out when he releases.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Galactus for the meme. There we go. We got it. We got it.
Victory.
This is so close. Galactus is a sweaty fight. High Evolutionary about to be released. I'd completely forgotten about him. Yep, I think that he could be in the running up against even Thanos. So I would keep your eyes peeled for how well he tests and if you want to spend your chunk on that one. Should have done Collector before Agent 13 for one more. Yeah, you're right, Booter. Thankfully, it didn't matter. Never punished. Never punished. Would rather be lucky than good. I always say. Spreading the love here. Galactus is frustrating. It's just like it's a couple card deck. It invalidates whatever we do in the early game as soon as it sets up its energy cheat. Then drops it down. Infinite? Hold on. I could play Infinite? Okay. We're just gonna pass on 5 if they set up the energy cheat for the Galactus. Otherwise, we'll just keep playing. Shanna drop? I like the Shanna drop. This game's weird. Please be Wave or Electro. Come on, energy cheat. Yeah. No, nobody more. Why? The things that Shanna will do to you. Ah! The worst possible sequence. You got Bast, Ebony Maw, and Zero. It's 3 for 3 of the worst Shanna pulls. They could have done so many other things.
Escaped.
So many other possibilities. Tragic. Streamer plays. Tragic story, streamer plays worst Shanna of all time. Which cards have been data mined recently? Seen anything juicy? Been dreaming of a reality where Man-Things comes into the game. My favorite character, Axel? No Man-Thing. The recent data mines are Phoenix Force, Jean Grey, Echo, and Legion. Those are your most recent data mines. They're all going to be in the July season. I'm pretty hyped for most of them. Echo seems very powerful. Jean Grey seems like a good control card. Phoenix Force seems wild. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be able to work out. And then I don't really like Legion. I can make a short of that. Ooh. You get the emote on the Iceman. You love to see it. Is this like Sentry? Sentry because I can beast up the Void? It could be. Let's go for it. Phoenix Force looks fun though. Phoenix Force looks very fun. It's basically Ghost Rider, except for destroyed cards. You get to bring one back and then pair onto it, and then you can fly around as well. It's nuts. Who's the Nick Fury? Aww. Pick him up. Man, the Galactus matchup you have to think about so differently. Got the Electro. You can drop it down here. I flip first. Probably going to play Galactus over here to Los Diablos, right? If he plays the Los Diablos, we go Devil D. But then he has Shang-Chi. I could play Agent Coulson to be able to get the draw. But I'm still flipping first so that he could still just play Shang-Chi. So I think you just embrace it with the Devil D. It's weird that they release Echo on July. Her show debuts on November, I think. It's because of comic book connections to Phoenix Force, Axel. I hope we still get a Dark Phoenix card as a big bad. We might. That'd be interesting. I know left or void right if he has the null, but he hasn't shown null. Ooh, the void. You're right. We have never seen null on play. He might not have it. Has he ever not drawn Galactus? Yes. In one of the matches, I think he didn't have it, and he retreated early. What about Mephisto? Hasn't been data mined like ages ago. Sorry for the mediocre English. Oh, you're fine, Axel. So Mephisto and Loki are sitting around with abilities that I don't think will stay. They are not on the release schedule. I don't trust their abilities that they will remain. So I'm still waiting for more definite word on what they're going to look like. All right. It's all in on Shang-Chi, no Shang-Chi. Can he Shang-Chi plus Death? No, because Death is... Oh, he can? 5 cards have been destroyed. Death is 3, Shang-Chi is 4. He cannot. No, he can't because he has the energy cheat. I'm spinning myself in circles. So he can Death and Shang-Chi together. No, but maybe the Iceman says... Oh, the Iceman says no. He did not have to tell me that. He could have bluffed in. So I think I was going to take it. I think I was going to press end there and not retreat. All right. So honestly, Mystical made the right choice. I think a lot of people would have bluffed there, but I was legitimately going to keep on with that hand. Orko, I invented mediocre English. I used to always say that my handwriting could have been used as some kind of military code. Hopefully my spoken English is easy enough to understand. Iceman Clutch. I guess Iceman Clutch. He must have hit either the Spider-Man. Yeah, it had to be the Spider-Man because he cannot hit Death. Well, he could hit Death if Death is being discounted. Anyway. Do I want more Hulks? Not necessarily. I'll go Agent Coulson. It's pretty scary if he plays Galactus to Isle of Silence. Yeah, I think the Iceman saved us. Iceman just one of the best one costs. Hanging on with white knuckles to his space in the meta. Yo, Mr. Fruit Punch, you made it back for the friendly battle. He says he's got it. I will not be pushed around like that. I will accept. He's probably looking at Isle of Silence and like, he can't play Devil Dino on Isle of Silence if he gets the Galactus down. Chad has a chance. Chad sure does have a chance. Mystical Being coming in here with this nonsense Galactus deck. I wholeheartedly support it. I asked for a sweaty matchup, and he has delivered. Okay. Let us... What if we beast them up into our hand, chat? There's something like so crazy about it that it just might work? I could play then Hulks over to Isle of Silence or to other lanes if he's going to Galactus elsewhere. This is the kind of play that you're only going to see here on the Teddy Ninja YouTube channel. Does anyone know if Conqueror Carnage variant has been released already? Is it an ultimate variant? No Conqueror Carnage, as far as I'm aware. Luke with the exact same... Whoa! What is that? What is that? No way. Oh, man. He can't retreat. He's snapped. Oh, wow. This has been a great match. An absolutely incredible match. It could still swing against us. Oh no. He's roping. He can't believe it. Beast on the Holtz. What's a Galactus do in a board like this? I don't know. With no energy cheat, he does nothing. He just oh, does he finally have the null? You're telling me you finally have the null? Problem for you? My Hulk is bigger. My... Hulk is bigger, but then it comes into like margin of victory territory. I think I win with against Null. Null's gonna be 24, 27. Oh no. His Null could still win. I think his Null actually still wins. Unless he plays Null here. If he plays Null here, then it's the Onslaught to win. But if he plays Null over here... Does he play Null over here? Oh my gosh. He's not shown Null for the entire length of the series. If he plays it on left, I mean, it's huge. He would want to play it here for like margin of victory purposes. But that's the one way that I beat him. Ah! No! Good game. Good game. Would have gotten us if we dropped the Hulk down mid. Oh no, we're still in. We're still in. We have 1 health. Oh, okay. I thought he got us there. I knew that it was the win if we beat him, but we still have a sliver of health. Okay, gosh. He does have the null. What a throw! Commando, just my man woke up and chose Salt. There was no winning line for me. Actually, no winning line for me. My boy over here just came in to be toxic. I still have a chip and a chair. We're still in the game. Why did I pick up the Hulk, Slaxar? Because he threw Shang-Chi at them. And so I picked them up instead. I wanted to be able to distribute them if he was going to play Galactus. And I wanted to be able to take away the power from Null destroying them. Because I thought he was going to energy cheat. I thought he was going to energy cheat Galactus, kill my Hulks, and then win with a Null. So I picked him up. I'll play Bishop. We could go like Collector Moon Girl quite happily here. He cannot play Galactus to nowhere. He can't set up his energy cheats on nowhere, so it's pretty telegraphed as to what location he will Galactus if that's the move that he goes for. Maybe let some card consolidation happen at Glintar with like this. Or do I want Collector just set up now? Maybe I do. Just set up the Collector now. Play the Demon on mid. Yeah, we'll do this. Just need Dazzler and Master Mold and Negasonic. Those are the only things that you're missing, Rich? Are you talking like all cards? Now we could actually go right up to Nick Fury to be able to see what we get. I can win, but I need more likes on the stream. Karak, you're exactly right. The support on the videos really does help us out, chat. From 3 and 4, I gotcha. I mean, sounds like you're pretty sharp on the collection pickup. The Master Mold is quite good. Yeah, 5 is a whole different story, right? And now they're going to start giving you missions where if you win with the 5, well, I guess they're not out yet. I won't say that's happening until it happens. I go Wave. Yeah. Yondu. Takes away my Iceman. I'm okay with this. Alright. I think this is Nick Fury. For the power. For the power and the glory. Create me some 6-drops. What would I like to see out of the 6-drops? I'm not sure. 7 cards destroyed, so death is very affordable. Null will be 16 power. 17 with my Nick Fury plays. Null is pretty dang big. That's the second time I've gotten Galactus myself here. The Giganto might be able to rock and shock him. 12k tokens right now. Plan on high Evo. Don't know on 2099 or both Series 4 drops. Depend on which is which. Yeah, it depends on which is which. Like Spider-Ham, I'm putting a really high value on. But by the time that rolls around, you might be able to afford it. Alright, here she comes. Best we can do. Best we can do. There it is. There it is. Galactus got us. Nice, Mystical, nice. Chat evens up the score 1-1. We'll get a tracker for you guys. Be able to stay tuned. GG Mystical, well played, well played. Some sweaty matches in there. Some fun things. Now they're planning to drop only certain cards. Yes, but they're also planning on releasing certain cards directly into Series 4, which is going to be great. So there we go. We're going to call our Friday stream here. Thank you to everybody who came to hang out. Awesome spending the Friday morning/afternoon with you guys. Good to be able to have the Galactus matchup with decks that aren't necessarily super suited for it. So I'm prepping for the tournament. We're going to have more news on the exact dates and when you can catch my matches for that coming up soon. And then on Monday, right on Reset, we are going to be testing High Evolutionary as he comes out. So hope to see all you guys over there. Stay tuned to the channel. We've got other projects coming out that I'm pretty excited about. Urko, great to have you on the stream. Mr. Fruit Punch, hope you have a good one. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I'm going to sign off here to all the YouTube viewers. And then on the Twitch side, we are going to launch a raid to find somebody to be able to storm the gates. Build more Snap community connections for us. So for everybody on YouTube, hope you have a good one. Keep on snapping. And now the Twitch